See you in game, Commanders. Beyond All Reason fans, welcome to King of the Hill by All Reason No Logic. Experience 2 or more teams facing off in epic scale warfare, where the Horde gang up on the Kings of the Hill. Kings start off with an economic bonus. They do their best to defend an onslaught after a no-rush timer expires. Test out your micro and defend against multiple players in variations of this game mode. Or be part of the masses. Team up with your allies to topple the throne in a glorious victory. All Reason No Logic, hosting King of the Hill lobbies, most Sundays. Join our Discord to be part of the action. See you in game, Commanders. Beyond All Reason fans, welcome to King of the Hill by All Reason No Logic. Experience 2 or more teams facing off in epic scale warfare, where the Horde gang up on the Kings of the Hill. Kings start off with an economic bonus. They do their best to defend an onslaught after a no-rush timer expires. Test out your micro and defend against multiple players in variations of this game mode. Or be part of the masses. Team up with your allies to topple the throne in a glorious victory. All Reason No Logic, hosting King of the Hill lobbies, most Sundays. Join our Discord to be part of the action. See you in game, Commanders. Beyond All Reason fans, welcome to King of the Hill by All Reason No Logic. Experience 2 or more teams facing off in epic scale warfare, where the Horde gang up on the Kings of the Hill. Kings start off with an economic bonus. They do their best to defend an onslaught after a no-rush timer expires. Test out your micro and defend against multiple players in variations of this game mode. Or be part of the masses. Team up with your allies to topple the throne in a glorious victory. All Reason No Logic, hosting King of the Hill lobbies, most Sundays. Join our Discord to be part of the action. See you in game, Commanders. Beyond All Reason fans, welcome to King of the Hill by All Reason No Logic. Experience 2 or more teams facing off in epic scale warfare, where the Horde gang up on the Kings of the Hill. Kings start off with an economic bonus. They do their best to defend an onslaught after a no-rush timer expires. Test out your micro and defend against multiple players in variations of this game mode. Or be part of the masses. Team up with your allies to topple the throne in a glorious victory. All Reason No Logic, hosting King of the Hill lobbies, most Sundays. Join our Discord to be part of the action. See you in game, Commanders. Beyond All Reason fans, welcome to King of the Hill by All Reason No Logic. Experience 2 or more teams facing off in epic scale warfare, where the Horde gang up on the Kings of the Hill. Kings start off with an economic bonus. They do their best to defend an onslaught after a no-rush timer expires. Test out your micro and defend against multiple players in variations of this game mode. Or be part of the masses. Team up with your allies to topple the throne in a glorious victory. All Reason No Logic, hosting King of the Hill lobbies, most Sundays. Join our Discord to be part of the action. See you in game, Commanders. Beyond All Reason fans, welcome to King of the Hill by All Reason No Logic. Experience 2 or more teams.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for having me back, Twig.
I just said all of that and my mic was muted, so I'm going to repeat what I just said. Tonight, tonight Prey and Tank Tom are off being responsible, working. And I'm joined by Black Death. They heard
Thank you very much, Twig. Thank you. Yes, they all heard me. Everyone hears me. Thanks for having me back.
I don't know why this is not clearing for some reason. If I change a setting, a ring, Nightmare.
Because Nightmare. Everyone's yelling at Nightmare. Any other mods around? No.
I should have quite the strong powers in here. It should work. Hey.
Well, Nightmare's back.
Nightmare's back. All right, it's not clearing Nightmare.
You add someone in the chat? Nope. Can't do that in bar.
G'day, first time chatter. Yeah, I'm just seeing. I think this lobby is bugged. What people are thinking. Can do manually. All right, Dominus, go for it. You want to manually select every single setting. Where is he? Dominus, where's Dom? There he is. Problem is, if we don't clear it, can't apply the new map settings. Over to chat. Yes, it's Koth, mate. Are you one of the people that I played the games with last night? There were some pretty crazy games. See what Dominus can come up with, and I am just going to hope for the best and try this once more. There we go. All right, sweet, it's done. Now we go to, let's do
Okay.
throne to start with because there are way too many people. And we ask everyone, jump up to team 1. Apply this, and yes, those tuning in, I can see more and more of you coming in. Radith and Tank Tom have bailed very last minute for something way more terrifying than bar its employment for them tonight. They do send their apologies. Uncle Soup, I remember. We had a good time.
Still haven't got a command to bulk move people, is there?
No, there isn't. So if you want to start moving people up,
A lot of people sitting away.
okay. I think I've applied enough to make this game work. We can have a game. Now we just need to set up the lobby. Everyone, feel free to spam the chat saying move to team 1. Now, Daoshi Bag, I'm going to make team 2, so they're going to get the bonus. I saw in the chat in the Discord, the guy's been practicing, so he wants to try a new build order come up with. If anyone wants to reserve a spot, feel free to jump on our Discord. We'll do our best to recognize your messages beforehand. All right. Once you get down to 7, just remove the ones off the bottom, Black Death. I'm going to start applying the bonuses from top down. How many people have we got? Oh, wow, there's 80
now
people.
there's
Holy moly. And somebody just jumped out from...
That'd be hectic.
Is there a peasant with a bonus? I just applied a bonus to someone and then I left. We're going to change the bonus to 55. Actually, Kings haven't won on this map forever. They're getting 60.
You want me to move anyone else down there for now? Or?
So we'll open it up to anyone that wants to jump down there that has had some experience in King of the Hill. We need 7 kings. We've got 6.
Got 7 kings. King size condom. To fringe. Do you want me? You got king size condom.
Right, we just need 1 more king.
Yeah, there's one. Oh, one jumped out. There was 7.
If that person got a bonus, we just need to take that bonus away from them.
Check. They
Thank
were
you.
peasants, but I think.
Thank you, Darktooth Mojos, for the happy affiliate anniversary message.
Yep, it is AllReasonNoLogic's affiliate anniversary tonight. Send them a present. We got people are jumping in. I think we need. All right, that's enough people.
We only need 1 more, so it's going to be king size condom. They're the highest OS because.
Well, they were there for PWR came in afterwards. So if you want to put them back, and Shrunux with the extra 2 there. So if you want to drop it to 7, those 2 can go back.
You should be able to move them as well. Just so you know, Black Death. I've given you boss.
Okay.
I'll give.
So you were picking to stay.
60. There we go. We got 7 with 60.
Changing that guy. Yeah. So that's there you
7.
go. There's your team.
All right, and
That's the team, ladies and gentlemen.
let's check, is anyone sneaking there with a bonus up on team 1? I'm going to put myself
there
as a
was
spectator.
one.
I just hope no one snuck a bonus onto a peasant. They will.
No. There was one, but I think they accidentally changed back to team 1 and then back to 2. So no, I don't see any.
All right, this is big. Is 60 enough? 90 peasants and Duffy. Oh man, you know what? Do we do 70? Do I say do we do 70? Guys, what do you reckon in chat? Do we do 70? I think we're just going to do 70 bonus. You start at the
Maybe
bottom.
hit Jordan.
I'm starting at the top.
Okay. No, possibly not. We're full for 7, please. So peasants for you, thank you. I'll change the bonus. Add bonus. 870, you said. There we go.
And if anyone else that has boss is listening, you're welcome to help adjust the bonuses for the kings, not for the peasants. Thank you very much.
That name, very funny. I've got an 8th one. Who the fuck was that?
There are no
8th
excuses.
Town.
Brent
No.
has never seen Aphids Town. You've played this enough to know not to jump down there last second, bro.
Internet. You got douchey bag, or I've got it.
Got it. Right.
Got it.
I'm going to start
Knock it
this.
down.
Let's just do one final ring. And we'll kick this off and we'll get a shared chat going, Black Death. Aphids Town, you're in a go. Anyone that doesn't have a green tick, feel free to spectate them. And I think start. Oh man. Just instantly, if someone joins and they haven't read it up, feel free to there we go. We're in.
All right.
Cool. All right. Bear with us, people. I'm gonna quickly set up a stream. Black Death. Where are you, Black Death?
Well, I sent you the request, but
Oh, you sent me one? Easy.
yeah, because I got your stream open, it gives me the knock option.
That one.
Holy shit,
And
that that user list name.
have you started sharing chat?
Yeah. Oh, I can go join. Wait.
You just ended the stream.
I did? Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, right, because I might have had it running on.
All right, while the players load in.
That's a hell of a username list.
It is big. All right, if you send me another invite, or I can send you one.
I did.
And once I join, click the share your chat.
Right. Okay, so we're together. So where's the shared chat?
In that pop-up screen. No, it's not working.
Missing. Where's the button?
It'll be right above our names on the right. I think it might be the way you've set it up.
Sorry. It's because they just picked a grass. Start sharing chat.
There you go.
There we go. I hate pictographs. Give me words any day of the week.
All right, we're good. We can do this.
All right. Oh, it's a busy looking screen.
My goodness. We'll give these guys a few more seconds to ready up before we force start this one. There's about 5 players still not ready. How many people have we got in this lobby? This 7 versus 97. We have never had a King of the Hill on Throne with over 100 players. Kings, good luck. This is huge. Yashiboa, Kakado, Fringe. You guys are regulars up there. I really hope you coach your comrades into how to play their lanes. And guys, while we've got a bit of a lull, if you're waiting for it to start, I'm just going to give it another minute or so. Jump over to Black Death AU's Twitch, hit that follow button. He's our regular moderator for the Discord, and he jumps in to help us out whenever Tom and Pradith are bailing on me last second, just like today. So very much appreciated. Thanks, Black Death.
Anytime, mate.
All right, starting in 30 seconds. I will paste the rules
maps
one more
larger than
time.
yours.
Okay, lots of rocket ships on the screen. I'll be clearing my messages, and we're going to force start this one.
Battle started.
G'day everyone, and just look at your screen. Over 100 players on Throne, King of the Hill for the first time ever. 97 peasants versus the 7 kings. I do not know how these guys stand a chance. Well, that's kind of a lie. We've given them 70% bonus on eco each. That is the largest bonus ever applied to Throne since the update. I think 50 is maybe the highest we've gone. So no excuses for the kings in terms of eco. By that 10-minute mark, I'm expecting them to not even be able to spend all the resources that they are earning if they don't do anything stupid. And this is King of the Hill, so there's all the chance that that could happen. In the casting booth, I have got Black Death AU with me. Jump over to his Twitch, check him out. He's an avid gamer, loves to cycle through the games and provide plenty of entertainment for the viewer. Welcome, Black Death.
Thank you very much, Twig. Thanks for having me back.
Okay, just the rules for King of the Hill. I've pasted them a few times into the game. There is a 10-minute no rush. At that 10-minute mark, the lava will dissipate and the peasants and kings can clash. This middle ground, currently a neutral zone, is going to turn into all sorts of chaos. Now, when that chaos erupts, current rules include no offensive structures, so we don't want to see any tower creeps. But what you can do, I'm not going to penalize you for going in, let's say, take these 3 mexes outside of the base and put down some LLTs. But if you go and build some pulses out there, I'm probably going to say something, or they're probably going to disappear. And that is going to be a slow adoption into the new rule set that we're going to release in the future. I'm going to make some videos explaining the rules for King of the Hill for each map, so be sure to keep your eye out on YouTube. They'll be up when I get around to making them amongst Father Life and all the gaming we do in Beyond All Reason. Final rule, we've turned off a few units for throne. There are no homers, cannot build them. And similarly, T1 and TT rocket artillery cannot be built. So your arbiters, your ambassadors, and your T1 hover tanks. The reason for that is you can go and park them up next to these cliffs here and just shoot up over the edge, and by chance you're probably going to hit some eco because there's not a lot of space up there for the kings. All right, looking around, this is just like there's too much to look at. There's way too many people. We've already had comm detonations. We've already got T2 coming up in sub 3 minutes, and just looking down at the bottom right geo position, that T2 constructor is coming out and going straight for that advanced geo. It's going to be huge. Just skimming around to all the geos to see if we're on par anywhere else. Probably the most progressed corner, it usually is. For some reason, that bottom right, just that's where everyone goes. I say that. Dominus over on the right, he was out here with force last week, being supported by a lot of different players, reclaiming that T2 lab, I hope, very shortly, and we'll see that advanced geo come up very quickly. This is the lane that broke Duffy a couple of weeks ago, just by constantly aggressing, never falling. These guys did get really well and are very important to look out for. Speaking of Duffy, we have around the outside of Throne the Dry Sea, and here's Duffy. He's already got 2 commanders in his control, obviously being given a lot. And I love his build order. Whole bunch of constructors. We've got 11 constructors just building it, repeating. But there's more than that. There's 13, 14 building repeat T1 wind and conversions. So he's going to get up to a huge eco just on that T1. And I dare say we'll either buy a T2 constructor off of one of these guys, which will slowly walk its way around to build those first fusions, or he's going to build his T2 lab by himself. This map has never looked so full. And looking at the top right there, even though there's a 70% bonus, peasants 300 to 400% ahead on metal, 400 to 500% ahead on energy. So the kings are doing all right. I like this base set out for the fringe down here. You can see building the eco further back away from where we're going to see spiders coming over these hills, but he's built T1 walls. I love that. T1 walls do stop those termites and those recluse from popping their heads over and doing a lot of damage. Black Death, what do you reckon is going to be the outcome of this? I know you don't watch these quite as much as I do because I'm here every week, but what do you think is going to be the outcome of this game? I've just noticed you're out of your chair. We'll come back to you. I'm feeling like this is going to be a peasant's win, even though this bonus is huge. I just have not seen this many peasants in the game. I'd be very surprised. Very, very surprised. You'll see at the top of my screen there, got a new little tool, new little mod tool. So if anyone does breach a rule, it'll jump to that screen, and I can hopefully catch out any sort of D-guns or comm detonations that aren't allowed. Unfortunately, a bit of griefing in this game in the last few weeks. First fusion already out at a Kakado, a common eco king in the middle. This person's role is essentially eco. If there is a breach anywhere or a lot of pressure on one of the lanes, Kakado's job is to go and help out, get some T3 hopefully out there, maybe a bit of spam. But primarily, this player here wants to get multiple AFS up as quick as possible and help out the kings later in the game. They want to be that punching force that breaks through a peasant line just with overwhelming T3 and spam. All these other players, typically I'd like to see the 3 lanes that have a ramp in front of them. Yeah, plenty of pork. You want build power there. Build your eco further back, kind of like what we've got set name here doing. And then twin guards, beamers. Don't forget the T1 defenses. They do so much better against spam than the T2. But it does not hurt to throw a pulsar or a bulwark up there before the 10-minute when you've got this sort of eco. Now, Dashi Bag, keeping an eye on his build order. I don't love the base set out. Those fusions are very much going to be in range of any catapults. I much prefer when this king builds their base, say, back there. But I do like that you're using T1 conversion. T1 conversion are only 1 metal or a pop. Very efficient. All kings now with their first fusions down. You can see up the top right, the metal per second is actually coming back towards the king's favor. Well, they're not in favor, but they're only 150% behind compared to the 300% you saw before. But looking around now, we've got advanced geos up, we've got fusions up. We've got 2 fusions and an APHIS almost up over here. That is nasty. Oh, wow. Ominous, not even able to spend all that metal. That's going to be scary. I am very worried. I feel like I almost should have put 100% bonus on these kings. But having said that, selecting them again, plenty of resources still in the bank for a lot of these kings. Got to spend it before I consider bumping it up even more. Wow. Okay, I haven't seen this before. Multiple T1 labs. I like it. Yashi Bag, a man on a mission. He's going to intend on pushing out in a huge... Wow, starting units at 8.5 minutes. I love this. I actually love this. This is going to be great. Not going to tell chat which lane they're in though. Don't want any surprises given for those listening in. One minute left. Already 100 pawns produced. We have not seen this before. And just remember, I hope Daoshi realizes this. Pawns can also get up a lot of these areas that aren't going to be defended. So if he just runs into this one ramp, probably lose quite a few of those. But he can go anywhere else. He doesn't have to go into a ramp. We're into our final 30 seconds. A very late comm detonation there. Hoping to get a fusion up, I think. Just in time for the 10-minute mark. I do agree. I have no idea that pawns would do so much better. They do cost a little bit more metal. But when you've got a 70% bonus, get greedy. So of these 500-ish units on the field right now, 214 are Daoshi bags. Half of the units in the game are actually kings. And we're underway. What is happening? What is going to happen? Oh, he hasn't put them on invisible. Oh no, that's right. These are bed bugs. I thought they were scuttles for a sec. They will pop though. Let's go. Hope. Oh no, this player has not built any defenses. King size condom. What are you doing? It is your job.
Sorry, Twig. I had nature call.
I did ask you a question, but I was asking the prediction, but we're going to probably find out. Daoshi Bag absolutely throwing away units.
I did hear you, but I had no ability to answer you, and it wasn't appropriate that I did. So
we don't mind it. It's all right. This is an absolute waste of units, Daoshi Bag. If you listen in later, why attack a lane when you could literally, go anywhere else? You don't have to run into defenses. Oh god! But
so
on the right,
I don't think
we had Dominus push in really quickly, but it's been defended by welders, and now we have Razorbacks coming out. So I thought we were having big problems. It's not going too bad. There is a lot of T1 harassment around Mustafa's base, but he's got no defenses as well.
King size condom's a bit of strife up there, but I think he's holding fine now.
Yeah, they've held. They've done well. I'm just shocked by some of the lack of defenses out of the Kings.
There's a push down. One thing you did miss in one of the very back players, Fenrir, I think they went for a comm destruction to get the medal, and they blew up all their own eco.
Oh no, it happens.
So, and not a lot of action out of those out of play. Another player just did it. Vortex did a comm bomb on themselves and just fucked half their eco.
They should be able to learn at this stage.
So yes, the area damage on a commander explosion is quite significant.
I just cannot get Daoshi is running all of these units just straight into a ramp when if you click any of those units and hit F6, it's going to turn the color of the map differently. Anything that's not a really solid dark pink, you can walk up. It literally could walk them up there, walk them up there, walk them up there. All this defender stuff, and he's just running and donating metal.
F2, that's the one.
You might be on legacy keys.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm seeing your map on the other screen. It should, yeah, there you go. You can see it, unless it's like a really dark purple.
Green oak. Yeah, and it's contextual as well. So if you click that unit, it tells you based on that unit where it can go.
All right. While Daoshi wastes so much metal into the peasants, I'm going to take a look at another lane. There is quite a bit of pressure on this top lane here for... Who is this player? Is that name? They have the T2 advantage though, so even though a lot of T1 was coming in, just having that T2 presence is going to push you back quite a bit, and especially when it's Quakers. Quakers do a lot of damage. Range of 800. Line of sight's 330, so it's not great. You need to have radar out there. But the damage per second at 84, they hit hard. Got to make sure that you keep them protected. All of them being dragged forward there. Pawns are scaring them back, and they cannot shoot backwards, but having these Sheldons behind, Sheldons can shoot all 360 of the degrees. I'm so devastated that Daoshi attacked right into Pork when he didn't have to. That would have been game changing, I think. Now, really what I like to see at this stage of the game is Kings kind of claim this middle lane. If it doesn't happen by about the 15-minute mark, like the no man's land I'm talking about, if it doesn't happen by about the 15-minute mark, the peasants just scale so much. It becomes so hard for the Kings to get out and go around. These Wolverines at the back of... Who's this again? Mustafa's base? They are just constantly peppering the tier 2 metal extractors. The amount of build power here is keeping it alive, but it just must be so annoying. Alright, not much movement. On the south, where is Duffy? He's on his 4th APHIS. Holy moly, yeah, this is probably going to be where the game will shift its balance. It's when the dry sea comes online. You can see, even though Duffy is huge, other lanes as well, we're getting fusions up in a big way. Bucket load of wind and conversion. And just a few units coming out of those corners.
My prediction would have been quite a bit of a big smash units and not many T3 out of the peasants.
Yeah.
But I'm constantly surprised that the units, the players at the back, who would have the best opportunity to go hard into T3 and help out the guys closer in, they just don't. That's what surprises me the most.
Yeah.
Ooh, those condom is certainly pushing out.
Over on the right, I think this is where we have to look. Dominus now has, I say that as 2 fusions and a commander go down. Dominus has Jeevers in front of the catapults. Same time as well, we have had spiders come over and take out a whole lot of stuff. This is why you need beamers, you need twin guards. And I dare say all these catapults being used defensively aren't great, because as soon as these spiders get close to anything, the catapults are actually going to do the team damage. All these need to do is get 1 bit of damage onto this APHIS, and this APHIS goes pop.
On the upper right side, Guntu, I think his player name is, managed to halt king-size condom spider advance with a single centurion. But that centurion is down, but now Tejama is coming in with extra Centurions to help reinforce, and that's the end of King Condom's push.
He's actually sent some separately down into Dominus's base. There's 4 still down there, and they could maybe get to this conversion. I actually think they're going to, if this keeps going. Great, yeah, over on the right, he's seen it. But they're being body blocked. That's some OP moves. Oh, still gets it. Alright, back into the middle.
Yeah, we've got Entei coming in with a bunch of Wolverines on the top side of the map, coming down to the right towards the Kings.
They're going to try and probably take out this conversion. Just going to hit player view. Do they have visibility of that? They don't. Someone has pinged the APHIS though. They can see all the build power. That's a little bit of a almost cheat in a way. If you go to a player view, you can still see the particles moving across the screen.
Yeah, some little things like that. You can see the tracking of the ordnance across the minimap.
Dashi Bag has a few spiders below their base, but just in time, a demon out of set name has cleaned them up on the north of the King's base.
Wrong. Some T3 coming out of the peasants on the right hand side.
Yeah, Dominus out here with a commander. I think this commander's not going to last very long, but what it is going to do is probably kill all these welders.
But NATO's going pretty hard on a few fronts.
I would love to see
that Razorback battle mech on the right has been holding the thing solo.
Yeah, I'd love
he
to
hasn't
see
been micromanaging it much.
Just a couple more catapults out of Dominus's base, and they'd probably get in so much further. Unfortunately, Dominus not converting their metal anymore. The income at just 50. That's to almost. If I was them, I'd be turning off all unit production and solely focusing on getting those converters back up. We're at a little bit of a stalemate. That's where the biggest amount of pressure was happening. A single catapult down on the bottom left of the King's base, targeting over into Dashi Bag's lane. It is in combat with all these vanguards. Good thing about the catapults, based on the current settings that we've got, the catapult missiles will go straight through the shields, and we leave that on, otherwise these games would go forever. It is your job to keep these units away from your base, Kings, because they do damage, and you can just see there some conversion going down. Plenty of fusions up there. I do like that Dashi's going to the fusions in a susceptible position rather than an APHIS. APHIS is a big problem. Dominus now, second commander, up on the hill. Beamer's going to take that out probably, but I dare say he's going to get the T2 lab. No, it doesn't. I would have gone the D gun as soon as that health was going low. Where we're not seeing a lot of damage is down in the fringes lane, the Southern King. The first catapult now putting some damage onto the hills here, but their APHIS is all the way back here, hardly able to spend all their metal. Needs probably a little bit more build power. There just hasn't been many people coming online yet. You can see now down the very bottom right of the map, Duffy going into their 10th APHIS, looking to build 2 more and then going into units shortly after.
On the bottom side, Cobalt Moon's now setting a catapult into fringe.
And doing the thing that we see every week, where they just actually target the hill so that there's overshot. About 2/3 of those missiles actually clear the hill, and you'll see they'll do a bit of damage. Unfortunately not hitting much of value there, and that is thanks to a smart base set out by the fringe. Dashi Bag has actually penetrated the Kings, the peasants, in a decent way on the left for the first time. Sending out a whole bunch of termites. He's possibly going to clean up a fusion, although these tigers could keep him alive.
Yep, some action on the bottom south side of the map.
I'm just going to keep my eye over here on the left. I want to see if he gets this. Takes out, he finds a commander. This commander is possibly going to go down, but some good D guns out of Sifu. Unmicroed termites, and he saves that one with just 5%.
Ooh. Those Karganas are getting just lasered as soon as they're heading over that hill.
Yeah, Kagi is very versatile unit, but they're also made out of paper.
Random Billy sending over some recluse rocket spiders, but the Fringe's defense is too strong.
Probably a mistake on the left out of Kakado is building all these vanguards. No Razorbacks to support them. I like to see a mix of Razorbacks with the vanguards, because unless something stays in front of these, you just saw 2 of them fall very quickly. Actually 4 in fact. And he's so close to being able to go for that balanced geo. I am surprised that this game has lasted this long, and that is probably just because of the epic eco that these guys have in the middle. You can see the eco about 170% in with in the advantage of the peasants. A lot of that coming out of the bottom right corner, and the first units coming online now. Razorbacks building up in a big way. Huge defenses out of Mr. Zolid 345 in the brown on the south of the King's ramps. 4 bulwarks and a pulsar. That is going to keep a lot of stuff away from here, and I think the peasants know it. That area is the only unpopulated area of the no-go terrain.
Commander destroyed.
Alright, Dashi Bag has gone out with Kagis on the left. Sifu's commander has been seen, unfortunately, just focusing on the advanced geo, but gets it. Takes out the commander with it, and now this base is in trouble. Well done. He wasn't the best micro with the pawns at the start of the game, but he might make up for it. Not even worrying about the Razorback, just wants to get this eco, wants to shut down this lane.
Keep an eye on the south side of the map, because Cobalt Moon, they're amassing some catapults and more Karganis.
Going to be a battle of the long range catapults versus vanguards,
Yes.
by the looks of things.
But I think Defringe is aware of it, because they've been pummeled by rockets for a while, and is amassing Vanguard plasma cannons in response, sending him over the hill of his base, but instantly running into those catapult rocket bots. And looks like Defringe is rethinking his strategy as he pulls back his Vanguard heavy plasma cannons, as he's already lost 2 of them.
If I was the Fringe, I'd probably think about buying a Cortex Commander off of Dashi Bag, or just asking for one. Oh, we got a breach here on the north. A lot of these towers have fallen in Set Names Lane, Black Death, and you can see a commander has taken out a lot of them, go walking in and exploding. There is plenty of T1 defense, but if there was some backup units on the north here, I reckon there'd be big problems.
Sharpshooter sniper bots are doing a bit of damage.
The question is, does Dashi Bag work his way around the map with these Kagis followed by Kakado's vanguards before the rest of the Kings are breached?
Those snipers do heavy damage to those demon flamethrower mechs. But Cognado is now sitting at at least 8 Razorback battle mechs out in response, running into quite a lot of Sheldon mortar bots. Interesting bit of back and forth there in the upper left side of the Kings.
Yeah, the demon has come out of Set Name, and that's going to take out those Sheldons if he can get close enough. You can see just on the edge. Hopefully he targets them. No, he's targeting the other demon.
Yeah. Yeah, it was overpowered there.
Right now, a real problem for Kakado is just getting the units over there quickly. He has to walk all the way around his base to get those T3 out to help.
Shame Cognado didn't send in the battle mix with the demon. That would have probably really worked there, but now they're just being outranged by those mortar bots.
Yeah, the Sheldons do damage when they get in big numbers. I remember back when I first started playing Bar, a Sheldon ball was like my favourite thing to play. They're quite quick. They walk around. They do a lot of damage when they're in a pack, but they do die very quickly. So you've got to make sure you micro them well.
I think I did try to do the maths on it, that the Sheldon has one of the highest DPSs of a tier 2.
You see there, 69
even higher
DPS.
than the equivalent Hound the Hound doesn't come close to the Sheldon, which is really frustrating when you come against it.
Really
Okay, maybe it's
nicely
working
played
many
out of
different fronts here.
Ice. Has brought up sharpshooters, so they're going to push back those Razorbacks as well. That is a real problem. I think Kokado needs to get a couple of those vanguards on the north here to outrange them. Otherwise, this T3 is actually going to get taken out, especially with all the spam coming into your vision. And over on the right, we've missed this. Looks like Duffy has come online with all those Razorbacks. He's been telling everyone to come in. You got Sheldons, you got Tigers, you got Quakers, of course, with all the spam as well. Going for the build power.
Yep, and there's spam coming on the lower left side as well. Looks like Douchey Bag was trying to build out to get some room, but his ideas may be dashed by the spam coming in by Scav. Oh, he did get a bulwark weapon up in time. Hope we can hold him for a sec. Looks like he's trying to spam some demon flamethrower mechs out. Whilst Kokado is got a lot of vanguards on the south side, but he's pulling them back. He's sending them. He's targeting the right side of the map. He must have seen the push coming on down the right. I'm curious that there is a massive units occurring on the south side from Cobalt Moon, but at the moment he just seems to be trying to long bomb on the fringe still.
Right now, the peasants are very much in control of this game. They've got almost all of their space that they started with.
And the fringe is targeting ground with their vanguards. Looking at his player view, because you can't see
Duffy's now at Titan phase of the game as well. I'm just going to point that out there. So once they walk up this way, there's going to be a real problem. Titans, they do damage. I don't know if they're actually going to get enough up there in time, because peasants really putting on the pressure here on the north and the right. There's only 3 catapults left on the right defending, and a bit of pork for taking out the spam. But on the right, yeah, I think the peasants have control of this right now. They've got the micro advantage, obviously.
Yeah, a lot of spam coming in all around the map except the south. I think Cobalt Moon is trying to amass for a big T3 push with the Shiva amphibious siege bot.
You say that, but I don't see them building anymore. They're going for a jug.
Oh. Well, they are.
So maybe they're
on for a big push.
Yeah, maybe they're going to just jug it in. Oh, Douchey Bags just took damage in the middle of their base.
I don't think he's trying. I think he's seen the vanguards and not willing to push their slow units in without something more heavy behind it. But of course, Cobalt Moon can't see what's happening. If I look at their play view, no, they can just see that
we've missed on the North Black Death that the northern player has lost their base. The APHIS is going down. That was probably 2 Kargas. You can see spiders now coming over. A real weak spot's been identified, and we've got a single demon out there to take them out. But that takes away 1/7 of the King's.
Second hoe. Yep. That was a good little push. Now does leave the Kings vulnerable if any other player takes advantage of that, which they have. Ente is pushing. They need 2 termite all-terrain assault spiders up there. There's nothing much there for them to... Well, they could go for a run at Kokado's eco, as if he sees it. They do see it, but and they are going for it, looking at the tracking path of those spiders. Yep, somebody's already targeting it. They're going for Kokado's eco. A lot of just blowing up happening in Kokado's base. I think there's some friendly fire going on.
That's exactly what's happening. That happens a lot as well.
Yep, it's the catapults from set name on the other side, on the north side of the map. Those catapult rocket bots are shooting across, and they're shooting Kokado's base.
It's something that happens almost weekly, where you'll see, especially in Rapid Crater, you'll see like a tick get in, and it dies, and you're like, oh, nothing happened. Then about 5 seconds later, a Vanguard's bullet defensive bullet. Goes plop on a bunch of converters and then the base explodes. Man,
Liz
this is not
1990
looking
last-
good.
AllReasonNoLogic. Jack, thank you for the fellow anniversary.
Been a quick year. I didn't realise we've been on Twitch for a whole year, plus some.
I think it's actually been longer, but
Yeah.
of course it's the affiliate, not actually when you were on Twitch.
I remember putting it up. I was like, I can't be bothered doing the sign up and everything. It's just, yeah. Now Kakado has gone into another very interesting decision on the bottom left. Black Death. He's built a behemoth. Behemoths, they take 20,000 metal each, and they are amazing. They take forever to kill, but there is a particular unit in the game that defeats them very, very quickly, and that is a commander with the D gun. One shot kill. And right now there are still 55 commanders for the peasants, so there is absolutely no point building something that slow, in my opinion.
And the spam was running past that behemoth just then on the left side too. I'm surprised they didn't go for the construction turrets that are building the second behemoth right now. They had the time before they were taken out by the bulwark energy weapon. So a bit of an opportunity wasted there.
All right, the fringe
We're gonna
has
push out here.
taken over from Kakado. Kakado's actually given up. It's just too much of an APM drain, I think. I've felt that before. Sent their base over and now
Oh yeah,
full
just
send.
now got it.
Has sent a whole bunch of Razorbacks, and you can see their shells, their wreckages on the ground there. Just saw another explosion. Here we go, demons on the top left. Could this be the end of the game? There were only
Fringe does.
catapults defending this area, and they're going to be seeing an APHIS so quickly. As soon as they walk around this T3 lab, it's going to be game over for most of this eco. There we go. APHISes go pop, and I think another one. Oh, that is beautiful. That is almost all the eco gone. A single APHIS remaining there out of the fringe. A valiant effort, Kings. Just down to 2 more commanders. I think lost opportunities on the bottom left with the pawns that went out, or sorry, the grunts that went out at the start of the game. They just ran into the only area defended. You can attack anywhere over these hills. The map's been modified. And then, of course, constant pressure out of these peasants. There are just so many. It was almost an impossible challenge. This tells me next time we see this many players in Throne, I'm just going to throw it up to 100 bonus. Those Titans coming up now.
Yep. Sorry, just talking to my chat and realised I had a setting wrong on my side. Oh, we lost the base. In that short time, Kings, I suspect the Kings may lose this. Cobalt Moon now pushing in with his tier 3 as I suspect he would have. But he's lost a lot of Shivas. The defences there on the south side too strong. In the combination of Pulsar, Tachyon,
What you
Accelerators.
do is you take everything that was here and you just walk it around where the breach has already occurred.
Yeah.
You'll lose nothing.
Shiva ran, Cobalt ran straight into the heavy defences on the south side. That was probably a bit of a silly manoeuvre between all those lasers and the T3 that were backing it up. He's lost all of his Shivas now.
The last eco about to fall. Titan sees.
But that may not matter.
office.
Peasants are in. They're in behind the remaining Kings. This might be the end of it. Yep, there's the advanced fusion gone for Defringe. I think that's basically Defringe's energy gone. Yep. That's Defringe's eco pretty much done for.
Ugless Virgin. If you haven't checked out Bar before, I definitely recommend going on their website, Beyond All Reason. It is a free game. Open source,
it is
community
free.
driven.
Anyone else watching as well, Hugless version. The Beyond All Reason is currently free. It is not on Steam yet. They're working towards a Steam release still, I believe, Twig is the case.
And I believe it's still going to remain free even when it's on Steam.
Oh, cool. So yeah, for now it's not on Steam, Hugless. So just Google it, download it, and give it a go. The AI is quite impressive. There's no campaign
They're
type
working
of
on
thing in
one.
this game.
FYI, hot tip. I'm sure they are.
Cool, inside information. They're working on one, but for now it's sort of all a lot of instant action type of setup, like this sort of thing.
And by
free
inside information,
campaign,
I
free
think if
version.
you go on the website, they talk about it in. Actually, it might be in the Discord. There's a channel specifically talking about campaign in there. So if you want to see, go see the latest. Jump on that. Corona is over.
But I have no idea. Bar saying I think there will be a free campaign, free version. The campaign will be paid. I'm fairly certain.
I did actually hear something about that, but I didn't want to say it, so I have no idea as the one that said that. I don't know what's public knowledge, what's not. I've missed a bit of the information that gets released, but just checking this one out, you can see here
And that's
how
game.
much damage was done, but you can see how much peasant damage was done. There's a few lines, there's a handful of lines through that graph there for the damage dealt, and that just makes it way too hard for the poor old Kings to come online in any big
It's
way.
hard to tell who does it because the colors are so similar.
Pretty graphs. All right, let's jump over to the next one.
Somebody did them. I think that might have been Coconado did the most damage there. Very impressive. Very hard game.
All right, I'm going to drag
Half an hour
Dominus
game.
up to set up Krakatoa while we have this many people around. Making sure we have at least 60. We definitely do. Wow. Hey, Dominus, just dragged you up, mate. Do you think you could set up Krakatoa for us, the latest and greatest?
Yeah, okay.
All right, I'll throw you back down. We'll see you in game.
All right, cheers.
And that Dominus is the man behind Krakatoa. He modified the map, and anyone can do that. You can go on, once again, the Discord, the Reddits, and there are plenty of commands where you play with the height maps of the all the different maps settings. You can invert maps, and then you can invert at certain points, and that's how we create these King of the Hill maps. Or when I say we, I mean not me at all. It's the fantastic members we have at AllReasonNoLogic that have been doing this. Chronographer, Dominus, thank you very much.
And just go into the chat. Addictive Me game looks sick. I'm an AOE2 player, so I've been checking it out a lot. Yep. So yeah, probably any of us with RTS, enjoy RTS, will be getting into it. Hugless version, impressive stuff, especially the amount of happening on screen. Yeah, it is a lot. It is the engine does take quite a bit. I'm also a big AOE2 guy, so I'm also something a bit different would be terrific. Yeah, it is different to AOE2, mate. So your AOE2 is more your stockpiling of resources, and you don't really have about spending it that much. It's all about build orders and timing, whilst Bar is less about stockpiling because you can't do that. So it is very much more economic in terms you have to use what you spend, spend what you use, and it's a lot more
very micro intensive game.
Yes, it is. That's probably a better way.
I say that, but I would say there are probably a majority of the games where yes, you'll have an initial micro, and then there'll be a big standoff where the map's essentially divided in half. We don't see that so much in King of the Hill, but you'll have those set points where people will build up a bit of pork as in towers. Ominous.
Quickly, I just put on the newest thing as well that Chrono set up, which was giving Cortex and Legion prudes and removes the Cerberus.
Awesome. Thank you, Chrono. Thank you, Dominus. All right, there you go, guys. Don't go build a Cerberus because it's not there. And the reason we have changed that is we were finding a lot of people were playing. Are you still there, Dominus?
Yeah.
Did we turn off the advanced geo as well? It's just prudes for everyone? Or have we still got...
No. We can't turn off advanced because the middle person really needs them.
Yeah. So there you go. We originally had Cerberuses at their full range and even at a reduced range of 1200 and then 1000. That was just so good. No one could penetrate a king first push. No chance with them up whatsoever. And then when we reduced those ranges all the way down to, I think, 600, we realized, yeah, this works. But then we found people were building geos instead because the Cerberuses, advanced geos instead because the Cerberuses weren't great. And there's a few spots on the map where if you stick an arbiter on the back of a peasant side of the hill, they can actually reach the geos. You get to 10 minutes and 1 second of the game, Commander has been destroyed.
I don't know with his tweak. Did you guys turn on Legion, or does when you put that tweak in, it automatically turns Legion on?
I did not turn it on, so I think somebody else has.
Do you want to take Legion off?
Look, I'm pretty open for tonight. Praedyth and Tank Tom aren't here, so I'm just going to let it go.
Ooh,
We haven't seen
either
Legion on
one.
this map. The only problem is,
Righto.
Yes.
do you foresee any issues with having Legion there?
Uh,
Actually, you know
I
what?
don't know about like
We'll turn it off for Krakatoa. We'll put it on for Raptor Crater. Feel free
yeah,
to throw
okay.
it on. So yeah, if you could turn that off, that would be awesome.
Chronophers, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
So,
He set it up for Raptors, which we will turn it on.
but how many people for Team 2, Twig, and what bonus would you like them to have?
Okay, we need 9 kings, and we need 79 players. Thinking like 40% bonus on this map.
Yeah, it was Chrono that put all the other stuff on.
That's no worries. He set that up for Raptors, not knowing we were going to Krakatoa.
Okay.
So we'll do that next. Now, Black Death, if you're
Nice.
setting this up, we're going to put the new players with a bonus. And then the people that were in the last map, they can fill in the gaps if no one else joins.
This
Because a few people are
will
Team
need
2.
to be,
What do you reckon for bonus, Dominus? Do you reckon 45 or 40?
I think 40. Cause when we had like 70 something last week, it was 35.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
And if you want a king win, 40 might be it, but who knows?
Going with 40, it looks like.
It's got to be
Um,
high.
All right. Anyone else want to be a king?
Oh, I think we already got too many, so I think we got to think Colin
Yeah,
something.
those
Was already on
that
it.
have 70 bonus will be replaced.
So those who were king last time, do you mind dropping down, please?
We'll just wait to see if anyone else comes
Maybe
down
just,
here.
I don't think anyone else will jump down on this map to be a king.
Yeah.
And maybe leave the higher ones
Yeah.
if you want a good match.
There we go. Selanax jumped down, so we'll switch out Mr. Zolod for Selanax, and we'll give Selanax a bonus of 40.
King Kong Doms, 1. Douchey Bag.
And bear with us tonight, guys, just without Prey and Tom here, especially Tom does a lot of this setup in the background quietly while we talk shit. We do have 9 there, so Mr. Zolod can
Zolod.
stay.
I'm changing the bonus to 40. Okay. I think you're good.
Right, just doing a review here. Now I'm wondering if we need to put anyone in particular with a higher bonus. I think everyone here's experienced enough. Everyone's 4 chef.
I wouldn't give any more.
Yeah, 40 is the highest bonus that we've ever done on this. We have seen a king win early days with 35, I think it was, and 82 players. I'm going to put a ring out there and we're going to get this one set up. Have you pasted the rules for this one? I'll just do it in case.
Yeah, I think so. The welcome message.
Yep.
Yeah.
Some people are, one guy's downloading and they're active. Something's nearly done. Thank you for mentioning.
So what did you say? I'm just going to put it in the rules. Brood for Cortex.
Yep. Is available. They all still have advanced geos. If they build it, they're going to die. But the middle person really needs the advanced geo to scale.
One name. No, team 2 is full. Thank you. So you're going back to team 1.
And guys, if you want to be a king, make sure you jump down at the end of the previous game straight away so we know that you want to be down there rather than getting moved. If you jump down last minute, not a good idea. Especially just right before we start the game. Yeah. Start up with the wrong amount of kings and I just move you. Not fun for anyone.
Right. I'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, Dominus.
Thanks, mate.
All right, Black Death, you have permission to remove anyone with an X or an in custom battle icon. So, boss.
Yep, Chronometer was on it as well.
Over, guys. Ready up, and I will do the 4-star command.
Yep. Looks all good to me. Yep, there we are. Luca in Twitch chat. Sorry, checking back to the chat. Can I go team 2? Well, that's for the Kings, mate. So we will full this round. So just mention next round, please, and you should be able to have a go.
Yeah. don't even mention in Twitch. Just jump down there as soon as the game's over. I will ask though, how many chevrons are you and what's your OS? Because King of the Hill is designed in such a way that we don't necessarily mind what your OS is as long as you know what to do for King of the Hill. If you are one chev though, just play the game a little bit longer and then have a go. It's quite demanding on APM King of the Hill. 5 chev, you got no problems. Jump down there. Just yeah, as soon as this game's over, jump on team 2.
Back on the Twitch chat, Zaron mentioned also an exponential curve to economy. Yep, it can be. I have no idea. Bar AoE 2 can also be have fairly micro incentive or maybe intensive. You're trying to say there. Make much more sense at the micro in this game, but it's not even that easy. Bar spoils you with the amount of controls. Imagine the amount of controls it has over the game. Can't play AoE 2 anymore. Yeah, I guess Bar is very customizable in terms of its games and maps. AoE 2, you're forced a bit more linearly down how that's done. But yeah, let's prepare for this game. I haven't played a game on this map, Twig, so I think have I played on this map before?
I think it's pretty new.
But I don't think you've done a large scale game like this with me around on it. So
no, this is the physically biggest map. It's a 28 by 28 map, which is 4 by 4 bigger than Raptor Crater and the throne game that we just played. But it kind of feels smaller because there's so many obstructions in this map.
So I was thinking, it's the big mountainous area in the middle that makes it look like that. But if you look at a commander, I can't select any units yet to see the traversity of that mountain range in the middle. But.
So vehicles can only make it up 2 of the 8 ramps in the middle. I tell you what I know about this map though. It is the prettiest map out of all the King of the Hill maps. Players take their positions. Just the one red dot. Zyda, you there? Place that commander. And people in game, you have 2 of your teammates, 3 of your teammates as peasants trying to spawn on the inside. Pick the shit out of them, people. There you go. Context clues, people. Context clues. The big lava ring surrounding and separating the peasants from the kings. Okay, take your positions. Starting at 30 seconds. Hopefully I don't lose my voice. Guys, if you want to see more of King of the Hill, remember to hit that follow down the bottom of the screen on Twitch. Jump over to Black Death's channel, who is currently streaming also. Alright, we kick this one off.
Battle started.
And everyone, welcome back to Krakatoa. Look at that, how beautiful. Amazing. Volcano erupts. 9 kings in the middle, surrounded by lava, surrounded by peasants. 85 of them. 85 peasants versus 9 kings with a 40% bonus. 40% bonus is 5% more than the highest we've ever done on this map. This should give them quite the eco. Evil Potato up on this hill, if they've got a build order, which I hope they do at 39 OS, they should be able to get these 4 advanced geos and an AFS up by the 10-minute mark. I've practiced this on a 35% bonus, and I can do that and get a demon out. So get your build order right, and it can get very big. What's really key is positioning of build power to position most of it right in the middle here so it can reach all these geos. Putting those 6 wins right there might make it tricky. Another problem with starting in this position here that Evil Potato has is when your commander spawns into a game, it will detonate any natural surroundings, rocks and trees within a small radius. So probably lost a bit of metal there. It's best to start out there somewhere. It's a little bit blank. Also important to build your Lazarus or Grave Robbers to reclaim the trees, reclaim those rocks on that early eco. This is going to be big. We did see a Peasants win a couple weeks ago that went for over an hour on this map. We had our Rolling Dad and Rolling Sun on the bottom left, got up to like 40 APHIS and managed to push through the Kings, who were led by Duffy. It's not Duffy, it was Dominus at the time, who just joined us recently. Duffy was actually in here last week as that Center King, reacted really well to leaks, kept the game going for a while, but unfortunately the Kings fell, and they have not got a win on this map for 6 weeks now. So hopefully see that tonight. With this extra bonus, wouldn't put it past them to get that win. But what it's going to really come down to is the decisions that these 8 Kings around the middle make in the next 7.5-ish minutes. First big decision, don't go and build spicy geo on these geothermal vents, especially this one up here. Set names that base there. Actually, no, it's not even set name. King size condom on the right, lovely name. This one here, if you go and park a few arbiters or ambassadors right here, they can reach that at the 10-minute mark. So that geo is probably one of the worst ones to spawn on. I think there's another 1 or 2 that also can be reached pretty easily. But be aware. Around the outside, we've got another dry sea. This one's a little bit different. We find this one's a little bit better at reacting to problems than we see in Throne. Throne's got a lot of separation between the outer and the inner. Being starting on such a small space, this game mode got a big space. This one here, fully traversable cliffs by a lot of bots. There's a lot of spots just clicking any unit and hitting F6, F2 of your own legacy keys. You can see wherever there is no continuous dark pink, so just here, units can just go straight up there. Okay, what are you thinking, Black Death? What are you thinking is going to be the result of this? We've seen 4 minutes of no action or eco. King win or peasant win?
There's more lanes this time, so I'm feeling it will be a bit more of a stalemate this time.
And you haven't seen one of these before, and yeah.
No, I've been modding the background, but I couldn't pay close enough attention to see how these games were. I just see it got very hectic. But I imagine that's because it's more small isolated battles compared to the bigger combined ones of.
Well, you're exactly
the
right.
maps.
These geographic, I suppose we'll just call them mountains. They essentially offer a second chance to every lane. So let's just say over on the left that Duffy falls. Evil Potato, Dashy Bag, and Dark Side around them have the opportunity to go and block off these 3 lanes. So even if one king falls, it's not like Raptor Crater where one king falls and the next one falls. Same with Throne, which is like almost immediate dominoes. This one here, you can have lanes fall and the game keeps going as long as there's a reaction. So Evil Potato has to be on the ball. Speaking of on the ball, all 4 geos up. Plenty of T1 conversion going into their T2 lab now. I'd love to see it. Probably going to reclaim this wind. Might detonate the commander for the extra 1,000 metal. And one thing I'm going to talk about, which I'm liking what I'm seeing. Dashy Bag. Salinax. Set name. And also, I kill you for fun. Have all set constructors. Half of the outer kings have set constructors up onto the hill. go and build some backup economy. Why do these guys do it? Because yes, they might fall, and if you can have some eco up here, it gives Evil Potato an opportunity to send some units down, defend, and stop you from losing everything. No need to resign.
Commander self-destructed.
Good banter
Centurions
happening in the chat.
already being built over on the right. Smitch going into some the 6 Centurions, putting them on repeat from the 6-minute mark. So should be able to get quite a few of those up by the 10-minute mark if they just focus all eco on that. Probably like to wait extra few minutes before building the first one, because you just want to focus everything onto eco before going into the units at around that 6-minute mark. But they're not far off, and if there's enough units over here, king size condom could have a real problem. I just heard a shot. Where did that come from? So rules, people. No offensive structures. And what I consider an offensive structure is anything that can shoot over the, I guess, brown dirt between the between the peasants and the kings. So this, actually this warden just down here, that is bordering on too close. I'm going to let it go. That is bordering on too close. I'm only going to let that go because the defensive wall there is, yeah, you know, I might just do a quick copy and paste of those rules for everyone.
Just out of range. Oh, no. Oh, how to do that?
Can't hit the green.
It managed to hit one of Mr. Zolod's double guard towers.
Possibly removed by somebody else as well. There are a couple other moderators in here. The real things that we watch out for are those gauntlets, the agitators, the persecutors. They do a lot of damage from range. You build them too close, we don't get too happy. Alright, we have 2 minutes left. What are the plans around the map? I'm just quickly checking everywhere. Might actually lock a target onto...
Oh, we've got
Eagle's
some
base.
shots happening.
Oh, where are they?
King size condom. No, 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 no. Right side of the map.
Alright. I will take care of that.
That's kings.
And they are going to... Alright, well, I need to resume people so that I can remove the stuff.
Moderator, I think, did it because it's gone.
Either that or mine worked and it just took a little while. Okay, let's get a resume people. They are gone.
Battle resumed.
So poor Miss...
And
Well,
what I'm
Mr.
going to do is
McGavel,
actually
sorry
throw
about that.
a unit over to McGavel. Alright. Let's check out if I can do this. And McGavel wants a... Just get them a little bit of metal in the form of... Unfortunately, I can't build it there because they've already,
Commander self-destructed.
oh well.
Hmm.
Give them something else. Pardon me while I just sort this out. I'm just going to make up the metal they lost.
That's a name I recognize. They are amassing some units ready for a push on the right.
10 seconds left. What did I just see? I just saw some arbiters shoot a little early. Luckily, they only hit the hill. All right. Game is on. Lava is receding. And apologies for the hiccup in the middle there. Let's hope this one turns to be quite a good one. All 4 advanced geos are up for Evil Potato. Has the money medal there ready for the APHIS, but not quite going into it yet. Have we got any initial pushes?
Yep, on the right hand side, Psycho Pew Pew pushing in. Dominus with some arbiters trying to shoot over the mountain, but being unsuccessful because the mountain's in the way. What's he trying to do with those bots? No, he's trying to push them up the hill, but no, the bots won't get very far up there. So the rest of the map, squat.
Anyone built an advanced geo? Or are they all prudes?
What a bunch of wimps.
I like it. It means no one's going to have a big explosion in their base too early. Thalanax.
No, King Size
Very-
Con did build a safe
Yeah,
thermal power plant, the prude.
that's not the spicy one, so they're going to be all right. Thalanax, I'm very concerned with their build. Oh no, that's all right. They've got a fusion up on the hill. I was like, phew, only got
King Size
few
Condom
wins.
now facing down a push from Psycho Pew Pew. Oh no, the commander's in trouble. King Size, oh, he's cloaked it in time. Uh-oh. King Size Condom's going to lose their commander. That's a king down already.
And this is where I'd love to see a reaction out of Evil Potato. They
I
are
think-
sending termites.
Something else. Another commander was in there. I couldn't tell whose. Maybe. But yeah, theirs is dead too. Ooh. King Size Condom had walls, but not much in way of defense. Mitch's Centurion anti-swarm bots are pushing up through King Size Condom's base. And has just walked straight through it. They might be going for the center, going for Evil Potato. But are now facing resistance to termites, assault spiders. Got some push out on the left in the form of spam from Duffy. In the form of grunts, help bots.
I think those spiders are going to do enough damage to take out that fusion. Maybe Tara Shai's commander.
And Duffy's blind firing over the mountain, looks like with his arbiters. Ooh, that's not the view I wanted. I wanted play view. Yep, he's blind firing over the hill. And is actually causing some damage to Pharmaciste, if I'm saying that right, sorry, on that side of the map. No idea. So like a king size condoms not holding that well. Dominus and other peasants are now pushing through easily. Dominus managed to get some arbiters up on top of the mountain there.
Yeah, I was
And
just
they're just
questioning
causing
in game
damage.
if they were allowed. I thought we had modified this game so that they couldn't physically access that.
Oh. Dominus, you might want to check your homework.
Might just be the one lane that can actually do it. Makes it very hard for
No,
someone
a few
to do
people have
anything.
built some. Or a team that could build one, because Dominus has built some, and Duffy has built some.
KD coming online with their T3 lab very shortly. Unfortunately not converting all of their energy though. You can see 4,000 of unconverted energy in the top of the screen there.
Well, we had a lane open there on the lower right side, I think. I know there was 3 pit bulls, but they were taken down very easily, it seems. So Dan microing hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm worried about this little right-hand side there. Psycho PvP now pushing the commander itself in.
Gets the pulsar. That is quite big. That's going to take out any sort of big stuff that comes out of the peasants.
Psycho king size condom. Still got a bit of economy, but not the build power to help build stuff.
We know it's a
King-size
struggle
condom.
for the right-hand side over there. What I'm going to do is go have a look over at Duffy's base on the left. You can see
Oh,
Spawn
Yeah,
coming
I
out
go
with
to
the
a bird's eye view
arbiters.
to check and see what's going on. And I can see the
And
push.
It looks like he's going to take out a few of the peasants here. There's plenty of eco, 6 fusions and a parade. all the conversion you see is T1 conversion, so it's an incredibly efficient base. Has gone into 2 vehicle plants so that he can go into spam. As I say that, he's just turned them online, so we're going to have even more spam coming out. Unable to spend all the metal right now. Beans and grunts, as well as resbots, name of the game. These arbiters are just going to continue to do damage from a distance, and we need to see some reaction over here. Chronographer's commander, trying to be a little bit sneaky. Right, zooming back out. And we are seeing Cicado, sorry, it's not Cicado, it's Evil Potato reacting with 2 demons going to fill up that void. Hopefully he can get over to those sharpshooters before getting taken out by them. Because I Kill You For Fun is now being attacked from the rear. Important to also defend on the sides when there's a lot of pressure on your neighbours. Plenty of eco still up on this hill.
Yeah, look, those rovers weren't really big micros. They were taken out pretty easily.
Having a 1 king down really does take away from the ability of Evil Potato to maximize their eco. We want to see more and more AFIS coming down. If they can focus on eco, does a lot. I think they've got the right idea going into this spam though. You can see how many T1 bot labs just got dropped down. That's going to really help. Duffy is out in a big way, and he started going around the corner. Not even worrying about going into anything too chunky. He wants speed. Wants to get around this map and take as many of these peasants out as possible.
Ooh.
And going in the right direction as well. Daoshi Bag doing really well at getting out. These 5 mammoths. Mammoths are massive. They can almost 1 versus 1 a Razorback. I think they take a Razorback down to about 10 or 20% of its health. Leonard trying to get some D guns off there. Duffy just has too many units. This is a big problem for the peasants over on this side.
Right side's certainly the weaker. King size condom has managed to sort of rebuild themselves, but there is a massive gap in the upper right side that 3 demons are holding for the moment. But looks like Evil Potato is going to have to move down and cover that. It looks like they are. With a lot.
I am
grunt assault
loving
bots.
how many grunts they've got coming out. I'm loving that. Right,
Yeah.
Duffy has cleaned out a lot of those peasants. Now,
He's got 113 and counting.
what is the plan? Yeah, lots of units.
Lower right side
Right.
is Salanax, but they've got haven't pushed in the bottleneck, so they're trying to.
I like what Selenex has done, gone and built a whole bunch of termites and just put them up on that hill so that if Dominus comes up over that hill with arbiters again, they take him out very, very quickly.
Dominus is about to push their own spiders. They're running him down across the right side of the mountain range right now.
Termites do
I'm
beat.
also putting spam through the middle.
Close.
Sorry, that's Sedan 7. Interesting defense tactic.
The
Like
March of the
Salanax trying to
Mummy.
help the defense with a tachyon accelerated pulsar going up.
The March of the Mummy over on the left is now working its way around to quite a big peasant space. You can see Less Rock and Super Pirate now having to defend 2 fusion reactors.
Taking over where Duffy looks set
Yeah.
off, I think.
So essentially, yeah, Duffy cleared out up until where Douchey Bag can now take over and continue that attack. So quite a good idea to keep walking around. The only problem is, I think had them on a fight command, they weren't moving. Giving them
And
a
Evil
chance.
Potato now doing a massive push out in the upper right. With those demons have joined those grunts and it's just wiping out that peasant. Who was that? Hacky Dubs. Sorry, Hacky Dubs. Gone. Don't know where the commander is. I think the commander out.
This is
Now,
maybe going to give Set Name a
Potato pushing
chance
down
to
the
come
right-hand
back
side of the
online.
map. This might take some of the pressure off King Size Condom, who's now facing long range attack from catapult rocket bots.
Commander destroyed.
Well, but Evil Potato's push is slowed. They've lost 2 of their demon mechs. More grunts coming in.
I think he'll still
Lots
do
more grunts.
plenty of damage here. He's going to take out this base with this amount of grunts.
He currently has 250 grunts on the map and counting.
He's come up with another game plan as well, going into T3 Kargis, and they're going to potentially, they will just walk straight over the hills rather than going around.
Yep, he's sending it over right now. I'm looking at the...
There you go. Back on that bottom left where I was looking before, Duffy has just written nice onto the ground where you can see that Dirty Bag has taken over a peasant's lane, and you can see here all the way 1, 2, 3, I think there was 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 peasants. Don't have a commander, don't have units, don't have a base anymore. There is hope. There's definitely a lot of hope. This is the healthiest the Kings have looked in the last month. And I think that is that extra 5 to 10 bonus that they got.
I know what's happened here. Oh, those grunts weren't engaging. I think Evil Potato fell asleep for a second there. Oh no, he's microing him now. But there's a demon out of Smitch that's just wiping out those grunts. Oh, that's a lot of grunts disappearing.
And the Kargis are now coming over the hill.
That grunts have...
The peasants still have 120% and 170% metal and energy advantage. So you might think it's looking good for the Kings right now, but if these guys all decided to come online at the same time, by rights it'll sway back in that other advantage. You can see the Kings as well, 10% more bonus over the peasants on army value.
Just watching on the right hand side, that one mech is lining up all the grunts and just wiping them out. It's
only coming up to 200 kills.
I hope Evil Potato sends those carcasses onto the demon mech, because these grunts are just being nullified at the moment. Oh, look at that wastage.
Mikato's mind is just on getting that eco bigger.
But, Evil Potato's done something different. They're splitting their grunt push spam out to every direction on that top right corner.
Safe option.
But yes, the Kargans really don't hold up that well.
No, Demons beat Kargis 1-on-1, but there are 3 of them here.
He's lost 2. The Demon's down to 15%. This last Kargan may finish it. Oh no, sorry, the other one's there. It's just covered in flames. Oh, yep, they got it. So 2 Kargans there. Might finish off that base, and... Okay.
But he's AFK right now, so they've got to where they were going. They're just going to sit there. All right, let's zoom back out. Looks like Duffy is now pushing up onto an upper lane. He's going out with T2. He's starting to come up across Razorbacks, so he's going to change up his game plan. You can see a T3 lab has now been dropped down. His eco isn't the biggest, so going to probably just be starting on maybe Demons or Shivas. No, he's going for Kargis as well. Nice. Yashi Bag, however, however, only the 2 fusions, plus the 5 up on the hill. Loving that this is starting to become the thing. You can see almost all peasants now have a backup eco. Duffy, though, confident with the one down the bottom, isn't going to fall. Mammoth says in spec, I thought Tremors were banned. Tremors are banned in Rhone. This map has no banned units. Banned structures. Cerberus.
Right hand side. Evil Potato's massed up those grunts, is going for another push around. We've got another one of the outside players finally helping. Wizard of Hog with some hounds. But not enough with those projectiles. Can't catch the grunts on their way through.
I'd much prefer welders being used out of that T2 lab, because welders can literally just stand in front of the grunts and absorb.
Oh, what happened?
Oh, we have a port. Offensive Juno is not allowed. That is correct. Where's it coming from?
Juno, my base. Or Juno in your base, or Juno has done your base? I kill you for fun. Where is I kill you for fun?
Whereas the offensive Junos,
Oh, there.
yeah, he's getting shot, but from who?
Is that a Juno? Shroud. So yeah, who fired the Juno?
If anyone can find a Juno, ping it, because I'll see your pings. And there we go. All right, they are
Yeah.
disappearing.
Oh,
And
thank you, moderator.
I'm going to...
I'll keep people spotting something. Yeah, that's what's
There we
destroyed.
go.
Where's
Resume
the
the
Juno?
game. I've killed it. All right,
Okay.
resume the game, guys. They're dead.
Resuming. Are offensive tremors allowed?
Yes, they're not structures.
Yes, Charlie Max. Allowed, but I find them offensive. Yeah, that's different. Looks like the push around the right has been stopped by Psycho Pew Pew.
Salinex, going to their APHIS. They're not going into enough units right now, and they're currently being assaulted. There are quite a few units in front of their base. I think they
Playing more
need
defensive
to
there. Their shields up.
get a lot more units out. I'd love to see sharpshooters come out here. I'd love to see some welders in front of those sharpshooters. Ooh, Duffy's being assaulted now. Interesting.
Not by much.
T3
14
and welders.
Welders and Razorbacks. But there's some
Unfortunately, those
Cargans
welders
hidden
though
up on
by
the
Epic
hillside there.
Tyrannus do not have enough energy. Need more energy. More
And
energy.
then Duffy's sending in a massive grunts to counter.
And then someone's getting a massive grunts back.
Lower right side douchey bag is now pushing out to the far ring of the map with their combination of fiend and arbiters, grunts. Fiends are the fast assault bot with a flamethrower for those who are unaware, so that they do devastating damage if you let them get close.
And you can also select them and self-D them individually. When you self-do them, they do like something like 200 or 300% damage. I really find them as a great initial T2 unit, just throwing them into T1, detonating them, and then just keep them coming. You just see
there's two
there as
Cargans.
well some spy
Right-hand
bots being
side is
used in
looking
that
busy.
screen. Really like the use of the EMP bot. It's going to slow these guys down and possibly get in Dashi Bag's head a little bit, knowing that if they push with a group of units, they could get EMP'd. But doing really well to push into that bottom left corner. What I'm quite
Duffy
worried
responding
about
with
is
some defensive structures here.
Salinax.
Salinax has been stuck in that location for a while.
Yeah, he's really going to struggle. He's gone over with some thermites, just with the fringe
Metal income
here.
is not
Dominus
great.
is
It's
here.
probably why he's struggling. Lost some. Yeah, he's lost all their metal extractors. That's why they're struggling with metal. But they're trying to build a lot. I think Salinax is panicking a little. Yeah, getting more shields up. They're trying to build a lot at the same time. Which is not ideal in this game because you usually can't afford to use all the metal at one go. Because if you use more than what you're bringing in, you'll suck yourself dry.
Definitely. They do
I think
have
Salinax
continuous
doing
eco
that.
at least happening on that top of the hill with the 3 AFS. Just I'd love to see more labs down the bottom. And you know what, build a lab up the top as well.
King Condom, those managed to recover a little bit as they're being assaulted again. A lot more defensive play on the right-hand side, but also we're getting a push in on the upper right-hand side. Foodway now pushing their way in onto Evil Potato, who had been covering that corner since the loss of the commander up there. To Fringe, sending in a massive vanguards. on the right hand side. Galanax hiding behind some shields. But King Kongdom is about to face down those. Yep. Fringe has seen them targeting the catapult rocket bot with vanguards. 1% that catapult is on.
And he gets it.
And it's down.
Those
Yeah,
vanguards
those
there, they're not going
vanguards.
to do a lot to the shields. The shields do take quite a few
Oh, yeah?
punches.
There's a lot of them though.
Looking a
6
couple
times
lanes
exposed.
around to the left, Mr. Xlod, Mr. Zolod, now with 6 tremors that are just constantly hitting up over that hill. And what that's done, that's taken Cobalt Morden's vanguards back. He doesn't want to get them very close because the tremors will take them out very quickly. So I do like them being used defensively like that. Duffy taking a little bit of time on the left to get a little bit bigger. Throwing down some Aphises now. Can't spend their eco fast enough. But you know who's getting big right now? With 11k of metal in the bank, Evil Potato has 21 Aphises. And you can see that reflected at the top right of the screen. 60% metal difference between the kings and the peasants. And when you think this is only 9 players against, there's now 73. I think there was 75 originally. That's pretty impressive. It's good eco scaling. And you can see that in the army. I was looking at the damage value. Damage value right now in favour of the kings. 128% ahead. That is because they're doing a lot of defensive plays. Army value. Peasants have come back. They were behind by quite a bit. Now up by almost 200%. Bandboxing the whole map. We currently see 1,200 units in the game. You know, this, I think this is going to go for like an hour of Black Death because it's looking very much like it did at the start of the game. Just drawing around there. There's hardly any push, hardly any break in the lines. Apart from that one lane of Salanax.
Big, why is my name still filling? I don't know, Nightmare.
Why is your name? Where is that?
In the game chat.
Why is the name still filling? Not sure what he's on about. Amplify, yes. This is quite a lot like Supreme Commander. Huge RTS, lots of units. This is beyond a reason. Huge ecos, very micro intensive if you choose for it to be. You can play with a lot of pork. Pork as in, I think it comes from porcupine. Lots of defensive structures. Total Annihilation, this is directly based off of Total Annihilation. Spiritual successor. I'll kill you for fun, now struggling. This amount of vanguards coming out of Mustafa. Done a lot of damage. Dark side going over to help.
Red Alert open source. A Red Alert open source game. Oh, and cool, Stubify. So yeah, those who may be familiar, this game is a spiritual successor to Total Annihilation. So if you are familiar with that game from back in the day, this game
First
would
game
be
that
quite
my
familiar
brother
to
and
you.
I ever played, Bug Death. $1.75
was it?
from Big W.
But you can certainly see the influence from other RTSs since the Total Annihilation, like Supreme Commander, and things like that. But yeah, the Red Alert open source sounds familiar. Sounds interesting. Simplify. I want to keep that in the back of my head.
I like what Duffy is doing. He's coming up with a strategy I'm not going to mention just in case others hear. Planning to use them defensively. You can see my screen. It's going to be quite OP. He just lost a lot of his eco. All his conversion went down.
Oh,
That's why you build it up on
And-
the hill. Hasn't done
yeah,
that
comment in
yet.
the chat. Well, something in the Twitch chat said we're jumping around too much, and it's like, well, it's a lot to try and make sure everyone gets to see what's going on. We're trying, but we'll make comment on the right hand side. Evil Potato's got so much eco going, they've donated 6 bot factories to King Size Condom, and is now just churning out spam.
I'll
in
tell you
grub
why
form.
that is. That is because there is a unit cap of 688 for the things, and he's got a lot of that unit cap. Just in, he has 312, so over half of that unit cap in just build power. And if he has those bots on repeat, he can't build any more eco, he can't build any more T3. Now, problem on the north. I Kill You for Fun has fallen. And has also built their their T3 lab close to the build power of Evo Potato, so that's going to help get it up. Where is the reaction?
Yes, this right hand side is getting very, very busy as well. Game is only at 22 minutes. No, that's not right. Game's at 30 minutes.
Probably been 45 real life minutes. This one gets a bit slow when you get this many people in the game, this many units, this many structures. I'm going to try not... Hopefully this doesn't crash my game. I can bandbox and see there, 1,600 units. But holding down shift, there
You
are
hosting? No, you're not.
12,300 units and structures in this building. That is huge. 12,300 individually constructed items.
I just did it too. Where's that actually counted though?
Bottom left, I think it was.
Ooh, the numbers just went all funny. I can't actually see.
Gotta make sure you don't have your
There we go.
cursor over something when you do it.
Oh, yep. 12,215.
Full reaction to
That's
this
not a unit.
north, and now with a whole bunch of catapults, Evil Potato is going to push back all these vanguards. I will pick a catapult over a vanguard any day because they can punch through shields. Also, even though the range of a catapult is 1350 compared to a vanguard's 1450, that is the center of the catapult shot. And these rockets, you can see out of each volley, I think it's something like 12 rockets come out, maybe more. Looks like more. And some of those rockets will go further than that 1350 range, so they actually do outrange the vanguard with a couple of those rockets. Good area of effect as well.
Ooh.
On the south, quickly taking our attention down there, there has been a lane undefended and a bunch of recluse have got through. They are going to take out the entire eco of Salanax. Holy crap. Where was the reaction? Was this not seen?
We're in the chat. Looks like the peasants have seen it. He's putting all of their vanguards onto it. Yeah, that Thor's not moving. it's going to disappear in a minute.
You should really hug these APHIS with these so they don't get taken out with anything from a distance. But yeah, that's going to go pop. There we go. Salanax Eco is gone, and you'll find that these shields... the shields don't run off power. There you go.
What I enjoyed about that the Vanguard's smashing on the Thor's actually getting pushed into the map. It's actually buried it into a little hole.
Just as Evil Potato plugs up the hole in the north for Ikui for fun, now they're going to have to go and react to this lane, I think.
Oh, pardon me. I've just been raided.
Welcome everyone to Black Death's channel. Thank you, Hurricane. Right, over on the north. Juggernauts are now in the game. Even if these things can't get very far in, their explosion is going to take out anything near it. Essentially a walking nuclear bomb. Are there any commanders in sight to D-gun? You can see one over here, that's where they're going. Goes down. There's another one there. That's potentially going to take out that last commander. He just goes invisible in time. 19% left on Lux. Luke Laser. That one goes down now.
Yeah, I had Hurricane, who's one of the players actually with us tonight. Pardon me, Hurricane, don't mean to gender you. They raided me tonight, so they were playing. They're Kane. I think they're one of the other players. So no, it was very nice of him.
North Kane, g'day, mate.
That Thor is dug up. I like how that Thor's still in a little hole. I'm watching it.
Player.
For that, I like it. All right, what's been happening? Ooh, zombies going up the guts, up the south, up the bottom.
Yeah, these leaks start eco going down for Salanax. That's a huge problem, and I think that Evil Potato is just going to be way too focused in other lanes, trying to micro those couple juggernauts on the north, taking their attention away from everything on the south.
North is being pushed. Salanax's shields have been penetrated.
That is a game-ending amount of vanguards on the bottom right. 33 plus some up on the hill,
and the spam coming up as well from Fringe in the 43 ticks on the south.
These two Titans, if they can hug the left of this ramp that they're walking up,
yeah,
I think these could get all the way into those fusions. Two Juggernauts though reacting now. Salanax living off the overflow of energy coming from the middle of the map.
Yep, and now we've got more spam coming up through Salanax's corridor. The Juggernaut attempting to cover.
Gets both of those, but now gets sighted by a single termite and gets him. King's down to 5 commanders.
The commander count, for those who aren't aware, it's I don't think it's on by default, Twig, if I'm right. It's the number
At the
next
top
to
of
the
your
resource on
screen.
the right-hand side.
Yeah, that's it.
Top of your screen.
It is default.
The green number
five-
is your team. The red number underneath is your enemy team. So we've got 38 enemy commanders still on the field. Or the peasants in this case, we know. So the number will flip if I click the other team, won't it? Yep, it does. There we go. Spectators, it is always contextual for the spectators.
At this stage of the game, I think it would be a great idea for Evil Potato to go and build a whole bunch of pulsarizer bulwarks, like one on every ramp minimum. It'll take about 20 population cap away, but I think it's definitely going to be worth it as we see four lanes fallen and 4 lanes remaining for the Kings. No lanes thriving though.
I don't think Potato's going to have the time. It's that push on the lower right-hand side is getting too close, I think.
Yeah, the Vanguards, and the Vanguards do outrange all of those, so the only real reaction to them is going to be outrange them or walk into them with these Juggernauts. Good thing he's done though, he's handed over those 3 Juggernauts to Selenac, so at least that's not going to take away his micro. That single Juggernaut on the north doing so much work just takes out a whole bunch of eco, and they're beelining it straight for a pack of Aphises.
I want to see what happens when those Vanguard get close enough to target the Juggernauts. Those Juggernauts have been having a pretty easy run at the moment. Oh, no, yep, they're in range of some Juggernaut Vanguards now. There's a minimum range to the Vanguards, isn't there?
Yeah, 1450. No, sorry, minimum. I actually don't know. I don't believe so. I think they can shoot.
They're not firing on the Juggernauts, and the Juggernaut is pretty much right amongst it now.
They are. They just have such a long reload time.
Oh, the Recluse Saffron joining the party with some Recluse rocket bots as well up that lower right-hand side.
You know, the problem though is these Juggernauts on the next hill. Where's the reaction to those?
Oh, there's a third Juggernaut joined. I didn't notice that.
They're actually in range of the Aphis, and you can see he's shooting at them now. The first Aphis takes damage in the center of the map.
Oh, yep, I'm seeing it. I'm looking at Jalio's player view. Yep, they're targeting it now. Well, he's trying to attack it.
Don't even worry about the Juggernaut, just walk in.
Yep, they're reloading. Yep, he's got shots off. Oh, yep, he's getting some shots off.
Oh, wow. It's down 23%, 9%.
That's done it. Ooh!
I think that's going to be game.
That's Evil Potato out. Oh!
He's now targeting onto the next base. Some high arcing shots on these ones as well. So I think these are all going to fall.
Vanguard's on auto trajectory mode. I think that's going to be enough. All those shots coming down.
6 shots. The 6 shots do it.
Oh, no, he targeted the build one, not the finished one. Oh, he needs one more. This will do it. Oh, that's another one gone. Set name. That's basically all of set name gone. Now with barely enough energy to keep... Oh, no, and not enough energy to keep the defenses online. That's pretty much set name gone as well. Oh, almost 2 bases wiped out in a minute. Those 3 Juggernauts still going hard. The lowest one at 69%. Perfect amount. Yep. The push is coming up on the right now. The Vanguards have been wiped out. It's a sacrifice from Jalio for those Vanguards, but it was probably worth it. Pretty much wiped out 2 bases in a minute with those Vanguards.
Only a matter of time when these Juggernauts fall. I think Broken Release has the right idea. Get the commanders in there and degun them. The easiest way to take out a Juggernaut.
It's still very risky though.
Another base has fallen. Titans and Vanguards, along with Spam, has worked its way around and Dashi bagged one of the successful Kings to get out of their base and do a lot of damage to the peasants. You can see the bottom left looking a little bit worse for wear and a little bit bare on that dry sea. Now has no base. Still building conversion with nothing to convert.
The Cobalt Moon, a bit of a late bloomer from last game, doing the same this game. Oh, there's another Douchebag had a Juggernaut as well. Oh, that
Well,
one
as-
Juggernaut is
This means
49%.
this means next week we're going to up the bonus again. Every week that we lose, we see a loss. Another 5% is going on. We're
Oh,
at
Cold Me
35,
throwing
now
the shade
40,
in the chat.
45
Now go
next week.
eat my son.
There you go.
That
All
Juggernaut
those
is
jugs
trying.
degunned.
4 Titans versus Juggernaut. 10, 9, 8, 7. Oh, this is going to be a big explosion. Boom! All the Lunatians gone, but the Titans live and they push forward. Oh, no. After coming back a few times, King Size Condom on the right is about to be wiped out. But they also have a Juggernaut, but I don't think it's going to save the base this time.
I think they know defeat is imminent.
Ooh, we have a Juggernaut from the Peasants now coming up. You can see that one walking up. Big Justin on the upper right-hand side,
Yeah.
sneaking up a Juggernaut.
Kill You for Fun has a couple commanders there that could potentially degun that if they start walking. I'm really curious to see Duffy
does he see
use
it?
these tac nukes on the bottom.
He does
on the
see it.
left.
It is in his vision range. What are they going to do? Just questions with the chat for a second. From Addictive Me. New question. If your commander dies, is it one of those big games that you also lose all your units, or can you still help your team out until you also get taken out?
You can keep helping out until there are no commanders left on your team at all. So once the commanders for the entire team die, it's over. So in a 1 versus 1, you got one commander. Kill the commander, you win. In a game like this, if your commander dies and you've still got a base, you're still helping out.
Is there a setting to change that tweak sometimes, where the commander is sort of the VIP type of unit, or is it that normally the case?
I'm pretty sure, yeah, as I said, like you've got the typical of what you see in other games. We can just see here Duffy's base is about to fall, where you can have the game continues on after all the commanders have been killed as well. You can do that setting.
Oh, okay.
Not
I think I've seen
typically
some
used.
games. A sudden death chronography. So is that what it's called, where the commander, if the commander dies, you die? So there is a sudden death mode. Is that what it's called?
Is that the same in?
That would make sense. It'll change the tactics if they actually treat the commander with a bit more, conservative.
Played that mode.
Yeah. Yeah, as soon as the commander dies, you get resigned. Okay, so it's called sudden death. So there is a mode for it tweak, but we're not playing that tonight. So Addictive Me, no, but you can have a mode that it does.
Now, if you are listening, I Kill You for Fun and Dark Side. If you feel like getting another game in tonight, I suggest maybe admit defeat. Up to you though. If you want to fight to be your last commander, go for it. Just saying.
I think other games had that sudden death type of mode. I think Age of Empires 2 had it called I don't think called it King of the Hill, but you had a king unit, and but it had to stay alive. So everyone just you would have to obviously put it
I
inside a
remember
castle.
you just put it in the middle of like all these walls with the towers
Yep.
and the castles just surrounding it.
Yeah. So that
Or
was
if you are
yeah.
a bit of an OP player, you would build those castles, build those walls, and make it look like it's there, and then hide it somewhere else.
So no, Dig to Me, thank you. That's interesting. We also have a sudden death mode in AoE too. Yep, as we just spoke about. So losing your original production building equals instant loss.
Or tick.
Original production building, interesting idea. There's also Regicide.
Yeah,
Is
Regicide.
that a game?
I remember
sorry?
that. Regicide was a game mode in AoE.
Oh, okay. They're pushing hard back to the game. Oh, we got large pushes now. Kings, I fear they may not win this one, Twig.
I think that's almost guaranteed. Any chance if they have it would be a full server reset, I think.
Oh, that look a Juggernaut down there. Oh, that's a big explosion. That's a lot of units and down. Yep, that looked like a Juggernaut. Yep, it was. Kings are still holding strong with some shields now as well, but there's not many units on the field from the Kings.
I'm hoping I kill you for fun, and Darksider just walking their commanders in to face one final battle. You can see all these ticks coming out of the left here at a scarf.
2 commanders.
The
for the
pulsars
kings.
aren't going to really do much against these. They only
Yeah.
shoot once every now and then, so you just put them hard up against the conversion, and then you go.
That Stark side lost half their base just then. Thank you, Guy Rust. Thai Guy Rust is got some ticks. Try to. Yeah, there's no defense there. They're just going to run straight through the shield and go for the advanced fusion. And just talking about addictive me of saying like losing the commander doesn't matter in this particular game type. Salanax, I think their only unit on the field is a Juggernaut, and they are trying to micro that thing down into the peasants to try and get some damage back. But it is taking a lot of damage, currently at 25%.
I kill you for fun.
But it made you look, oh, that Stark
Cowardly
side
hiding
out.
that commander right amongst those pulsars on the tip of their eco, the small remaining eco that's currently under fire from catapults and vanguards at long distance. It's only a matter of seconds until this base goes pop.
Looking at the eco difference, quite significant.
There we go.
Yep.
Kill your funds commander. Actually taking
Ooh,
a
very
lot of
pretty.
fire from the recluse. Finally the
I think,
self-DC.
is that a self-detonation I heard being fired up? Yep. Oh, that's self-detonation of his own of their own commander.
Well done,
but yet-
peasants.
But yeah, all commanders out is game over, and that's a win to the peasants.
What is happening, guys? 3 weeks now. It's just peasant domination. I think the full meta has changed.
Let's be honest, Twig, you make the meta. I'll look at this graph somehow. Ooh. I'm still a little disappointed that there's not much action from some of the outer teams. I understand experience probably has something to do with that. Yeah, I do feel that sometimes, but even though the peasants did win in this case, but I feel the game could have been over sooner if those outer peasants did contribute a little more.
Thank you very much for the follow. Who was that? That was Addictive
Addictive Me,
Me.
the one that we've been asking questions. Welcome, mate. Thank you very much. Welcome to join the Discord as well. And these games themselves, don't be scared. Twig makes it sound scary, but you can try.
Be scared. It will be scary. But do it anyway.
Zarum looked after that game. Welp. Yep, pretty much.
Okay. To the OG larger lava raptor crater.
There was some people, 1 or 2, that did
Remind me to
want
turn Legion on.
Twig turn Legion on. I think it's still on. It says Legion Faction 1 now.
Chronographer's possibly already set it up. And Chronographer, if you want to put any other tweaks on it, I'm going to put the T2 cons on as well that Shane.
Ooh. Oh, construction turrets. Right. I thought you meant commanders. Who's that? Who was that? That was you. Oh, we have another, or some more Twitch, pardon me, not Twitch moderators, bar moderators. Steel and Nightmare, thank you so much.
Well, what
Joining
has
us tonight.
Chronographer done here with the Gunslinger?
Don't know.
EPB Gunslinger equals 1. I do not know what that means. EPB Sumo equals 1. And with Castro. Chronographer, what do those mean? Nightmare, thank you. That's what he was talking
I
about.
can change that. Can I change that? I can change that.
I've already done it.
You did? Okay. I'll cancel that so I don't
How did
forget
I
it.
not see that?
I
Why
thought you
is
did.
it
That's why I
still
left
in
it. I noticed
yeah.
it ages ago, but I thought you knew what you're doing.
Without those 2 other guys here, I hate to say it, but there's just a bit too much to do. And I have to somewhat keep my voice down. All right. Black Death, can I put you in charge of applying a bonus of, we'll put it at 60?
Hmm?
60 for the peasants.
You mean the kings?
I meant that, yes. Don't do it to the peasants. They've had enough wins.
Yeah. Just before I do, make sure our king's numbers are right. There was that person who called out last game. Was it Farmer Studalax or something? If you're still here, mate, I think they may have left. So, is it we having new kings, or and how many?
Yeah, anyone can jump down there. There is 9 kings in this map,
9
and
kings.
just leave the guys that have 40 already there, and we'll just
Yep.
apply 60 to everyone that's not, and then if no one else jumps down there, we'll change some of those 40s to 60. I'll start at the top. We're going to do 60, which is huge. Huge for Rocket
Inte.
Creator.
I know there's the text command for this, but people's names have funky characters in it, so I'm just doing it by mouse.
You know what? I'm going to go over to the Twitch chat. I'm going to do a quick poll while Black Death gets this up and get you to tell me.
I think somebody else has been doing it too. Thank you. Oh, thanks, Nightmare. So we got 10. Does any king from the last game wish to drop down?
All right, I'm giving a
Nightmare's changing them
1
all.
minute.
Nightmare's changing them all to 60.
1 minute poll. Guys, jump on the Twitch. Tell me what the bonus should be.
I think we already got too many.
We do have too many.
Is a king willing to drop to a peasant for this game, please?
Which ones were?
It was because Nightmare changed them all, so it's a bit hard to see. So we had Evil Potato, King Condom, Douchey Bag, Sir Dan, and Set Name was certainly in the last game.
All right, someone's jumped up. Good, thank you.
We're still at 10 though.
Last chance to vote on that poll. We're currently at 70 for the bonus on the poll.
My PC 100% going to explode. Oh, Yak Smasher, it's really not that taxing on your machine.
We'll leave
I
it
feel.
at 60.
Oh wow, a perfect split.
Now, can I get one king to move up?
9 kings, isn't it? Or are we willing to run with 10?
We're not going to run with 10. We're going to do
All right.
9.
Let's see if one of them's willing, or we're going to have to choose you.
The reason is
Thank you whoever moved there. Thank you. So we got our kings. Who dropped?
That was Dashi. Thank you very much.
Thank you, mate. Just remove your bonus. Unless
I've done
somebody
it.
did that. Thank you. Yep. Thank you. Thank you, Doshi. Cool.
Good to go.
Does lock work? All right. Hit the button. Ahmed, not ready. Can we force it, or should I boot him out?
You can do the ! ring command.
That one. Everyone, please ready up. Somebody's in a game. What are you doing?
And just go for it, and you can spec anyone now.
I think people got the message. Oh no, Chronographer removed them.
Just jump down.
I think we're good.
Someone
So
just
you can
jump back down to team 2. I want to make sure they didn't have a bonus. There you go.
That looks
Nice
fine
to
to
see
me.
Fish House Mike in there.
Right.
Early in the morning over in the US. All right, I'm going to force start it.
Yep, let's go. Good.
Probably be the last one for the night. Is there a way that a pleb like myself can have the ability to host
Over 16 player lobbies?
You could organize it directly with a mob, probably.
That is for massive team
mod.
free for alls.
Yeah, the
I
mod.
think, yeah, so through the official Beyond All Reason Discord, better strategy is probably the best way to organize that. You will need the engagement from the bar moderators to do that. So ask and see if you shall receive.
Pretty much how King of the Hill started, to a degree, chatting with the mods on Discord. But then at the same time, we were very lucky in that Nightmare recognized that we were doing this very consistently every single week. Discord? What Discord? I'm going to post a link for the in-game.
I was just going to their website just to all their links are at the top. So.
That's our stuff. Yeah.
Got it?
Did that not work?
Top right corner, better strategies, all the links to their social media, including the Discord server.
For better strategy, he's already on the official. So he'll.
Oh, sorry.
I'm responding to other chats in game. People asking for our Discord.
Oh, yours.
All right, we'll give it a little bit longer. Yeah, better strategy. You can probably like other thing to do that make that happen is on some of the big event nights, like the 75k event. Put your name out there because I know you're a streamer. To host a portion of that event. So I know 75,000 is coming up. I don't know if they're going to do an event, but you could probably reach out, and my recommendation would be say, hey, for the 75, can I host for like a stream for like 4 hours? And just do a multi-stream between yours and the official or something like that. Okay. Only 1 or 2 players that have not loaded in. I'm going to force start this now. And we'll get through the last game of the night.
Battle started.
All right. Do we have 1 extra king go in?
No.
Battle paused.
Dark side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No.
Oh no. I see what's happened. Who paused? Someone moved their players. That's all it was. Someone moved their unit last minute, so dark side and set name. Alright, apologies for that, everyone. Unfortunately, yeah, sometimes you get an absolute numpty that will move their commander at the last second.
Commander self-destructed.
Alright, he's left. I think we're going to have to get a take. Black Death, how do you feel like playing as a king? I have the ability to throw you in there now.
God. Can they even do that?
Yeah, I can. I just need to find you.
Boy, this is going to be problematic.
Alright. Black Death. And you're going to be playing with Darkside. Where is he? D. Fortunately, it's not alphabetical.
Oh. Hang on, everyone.
There it is. All right.
Commander self-destructed.
Join. Did that give you control of dark side stuff?
Yep, I am him.
All right. You are him. So build all those mexes, build some units. Good luck. Set
Shit.
name. Please join that lane down the bottom. And you know
Also,
what?
don't play Cortex that much either. This is going to be fun.
What I'm going to do is help you catch up a little bit because that has just put you so far behind. Going Cortex, we go Lab. We're going to just give you a. Okay, we're going to give you a vehicle. Find it. Oh, whoops, I just built that for the wrong player.
Well, that's mine. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I tried to give you that. I had the wrong person select.
So trying to remember the
Well,
icons.
this game is absolutely buggered. See if I can just help get you back up to speed.
Where's the... Oh, 'cause someone's fucking built on the extractor. No honor amongst fucking kings, it seems.
If you de-gun it and take it, I wouldn't penalise you. You know what? I have to find dark side. That's claim it. I give up. You're on your own, Black Death. I'll find the name. What I can do though is try and give you tips on what to build. So build like 5 constructors and just put them on repeat, building wind and T1 conversion out of your lab. And get a constructor and yeah, build as much build power as possible.
Is someone controlling me?
Eyes dark side back now. Yes, they're back. All right.
Yeah.
Commander
So
self-destructed.
we've got 2 people controlling the same person. That's fucking nuts.
Commander self-destructed. Commander
All right.
self-destructed.
Black Death, do you want to be a spectator again, or 'cause
Yeah,
you can hit resign at the top right if you want.
Self-destructed.
it does.
You can just resign, not team resign, just resign yourself. And then I'll give you spec view. Dark side can now try and react and
Yeah, Darkside's mouse there. I can see him.
yeah.
How do I do that?
Top right there should be a resign button.
No, I just got the normal
Self-destructed.
options. Lobby?
No, it shouldn't be lobby. It should be in the game. Just top right should be a resign button.
Huh? Maybe because I was joined at this. Maybe because you added me this way, it doesn't have that.
There we go.
button.
I can resign you for yourself if you like. Let me
Yep.
try that.
All right. Yep.
Resign Black Death, confirm. All right. Are you now a spectator again?
Just thinking about it.
Now, while it does that, I'm going to just a hard reset on casting this one. So,
Commander self-destructed.
welcome everyone to Raptor Crater. It's been an eventful start of the game. An AFK King disappeared for a while. We threw Black Death in the middle to keep this base going, and hopefully they'll come back online. It's definitely going to be a setback, but they do have 60% bonus. Kings with a huge bonus. Rarely do we see a king loss when we see bonuses over 50%. Having said that, happened a couple of weeks ago. There's been hardly any kings recently, so I really really hope these guys can pull something off. There you go. Nightmare says type /spectator Black Death.
But I think, yeah, I'm not streaming anymore. I think you causing me to resign, it caused my graphics driver to shut itself.
Oh no. Sorry, mate.
Yeah.
That should not happen. Obviously a game that's still in development. That has worked when I've practiced it in the past. Anywho. 9 kings surrounded by 71 peasants. Plenty of common nations. T2 coming up in the corners for plenty of the peasants as well. Some Kami eco happening, but not a lot. You really want to see these guys putting all their resources. You can see top, bottom left here. 2T2 construction or advanced construction bots coming out at the same time. 2 different labs. Not advised. But I do like that for the sake of the kings. Very interesting build here at a king size condom. Just goes into a whole bunch of dragon teeth to stop any sort of pushes that are coming out early. What are the rules? Peasants start on the outside, kings start in the middle, and no offensive structures. So don't go building any gauntlets up on these hills around the outside of the map.
Running back in.
You're back in now, catching up.
The game's loading.
Hopefully it's a quick catch up with your PC.
Yes, it should be. I can actually look at the resources being used.
Better strategy.
yeah.
Why is it called King of the Hill when it's actually King
20%.
of the Crater? Because it's the job. Well, actually, no. If you look at my perspective, it's a slight hill. It's like, I don't know what you could describe that as. Like maybe a grassy knoll.
Oh yeah.
Very slight hill.
20% and 40% RAM used, but I also have 64 gig of RAM, and I've it open. So
Okay, so 15 seconds left. It looks like the Kings have somewhat pulled something out of their arse after a very interesting start, and they do have plenty of defenses. Bottom left, maybe a little bit short. I wouldn't say that these walls are defenses. With not much pork, I'm a little bit nervous for this lane, especially because you can just come in and bypass this lane and bypass this lane if they get pushed. The lava is gone. The first of the peasants are attacking, and it looks like the top left, one of the more defended lanes. It's going to be tricky for these guys to actually get through.
my thing's catching up.
Good D guns out of wreck there on the right.
Azura V, thank you for following AllReasonNoLogic. I appreciate that.
Cheers, mate.
About a strategy from this point of view, it looked like a crater. It is a crater. You're right.
Raptor Crater has been turned into a hill by Chronographer, but it was just a very slight hill. Very slight. And maybe it's the King's job to turn it into a hill, more of a hill, by making big explosions around the map. Hound's coming out now for wreck, pushing back some of that spam. Walls seem to be the theme here. There's quite a few Kings, 5 of the Kings building walls around their base. I usually like to just go for the pork and use my units as the walls. Moving meat shields. King's quite well defended. It looks like dark side coming back in a big way. Going into a T3 lab already. A couple fusions up with that 60% bonus with just 3 fusions. Easily enough energy, 4,800 there to fuel a lab. Where he's lacking a little bit is the metal income. Reclaim the T2 lab, reclaim the T1 lab. You might get it up quite a lot quicker. Oh, we have a breach over here. Guys, no offensive structures. I'm going to remove all of them. I'm removing them all. If it can reach a hill, it's going to disappear. That one's actually okay. Bad luck that this king has built stuff down here. The rule better strategy that we're going to make a real strict video on it is, so essentially these mechs here, that's kind of like the boundary. If the peasants can shoot from up here and they can reach like around this area here, that's a no-go. Similarly, the kings, if they can hit any of this grass on top of the hills, that's a no-go. So really that ball should go. I'm just going to leave it there for now though, because these guys have one as well. Quite a lot of confusion tonight without Tom and Prey here though. I'm going to let it go a little bit. When there's just an obvious unit that's being, a structure that's can shoot up onto the hill, I'm going to remove it. Big breach out here over by the fringe. This is a problem. This is where dark side being away for the start of the game has meant that they're not able to react fast enough. This APHIS is going to be the quickest way to kill these units.
Better strategy. Wait, Pitbull isn't offensive, is it? Depends how you use it. Guess it depends how the range that the Pitbull can have. Better strategy. If it gets too far forward, in this game type, we don't allow it.
One king completely dead. Fringe trying to make a huge game-changing play here, but unfortunately has been seen on the radar and is not getting in. One of the kings has resigned. Darkside has taken that lane and they're going to fill the gap there. Alright, down the south, D1 units mixed in with T2 arbiters trying to push out. That is an offensive structure. Oh my god. Quite a bit of chaos without the other guys helping here. Yeah, this should be allowed. You should be able to allowed to build a fusion reactor here and not have it hit by eco. By a structure. This player here, king size condom. Perfect line of defense where these longer range eviscerators, they're going and only shooting into the no man's land, perfectly placed, probably on purpose there, so they're not quite hitting the top of the hills. I like to see that. all I'm going to be doing is just removing units this game. That one there as well. Rule violation. Back to the game, this is just turned into chaos, moderating instead of actually casting it.
That's we can do both.
This is what to do. Instead of building pork up on your heels, you send units. I don't care what you do with units. Win the game with them. The reason why we do apply these rules that we found when we first started King of the Hills early days, there was just a lot of pork creep going on, and the kings just could not win because there were just so many peasants. They just built agitators which outranged a lot of Sheldons, and then once it got to the later start of the game, we saw pork such as the EMP launchers and the catalysts just destroying the game. And we wanted to keep those units in the game as well because they can be used really well defensively. Evil Potato getting out there with some of these phalanxes. Why is this commander not degunning? A little late. Our king has got out. There's one king out. King size condom. Taking some of these arquebuses out on the left. Are any of the peasants getting huge? Down the bottom right, we've got 3 APHIS going into a 4th. So yeah, we've got to watch out for that lane in the future. And the same up here, we've got Morning Phoenix getting big. Good D guns. But there's just going to be too much spam. Watch out for this guy. Dominus every week as a commander walking into the peasant space, and he more often than not gets huge damage as well. The tricky thing is actually getting it in there under radar coverage. Oh, am I hearing that there's a pulsar up the front? Feel free to ping me, Dashi. Oh yeah, that's not allowed. Tigers trying to make their way in, but they're just gonna have way too big a problem getting through all these welders. Centurion's there too. Trying to find this commander. They're just gonna get cleaned up too easily there. Even the thugs are just gonna eat them. Evil Potato's just getting evil over here. Javelin, 449 range. Why not round it up to 450? High DPS. Pretty quick too. a scarily positioned APHIS back there. E2 construction turrets coming up online. Base is starting to get big.
See, somebody's using an advanced construction turret offensively. Very clever.
We've
Not into their
said
base, but it's to defend their own base.
nothing wrong with that. Oh
It is
wow,
being targeted. Oh,
70 kills out of these units. The Medusa are just so powerful. Oh, sorry, they're not even Medusa, they're Thanatos. The bot version of the
the
Medusa.
Chimera defense turret is fucking destroying.
They're one of the things that I feel are quite unbalanced for Legion, the Chimera.
Ooh, what is that? Oh, a tremor. I'm still a little behind.
Did you get your stream back working again?
Yeah, OBS. I just restarted OBS. Some features are offline, but at least finish this stream tonight.
Really, really weird. I've not had that glitch before.
Oop.
These
I probably
bastions
should
are
have
just
done what
doing...
Nightmare suggested and just gone /spectate.
Well, I didn't even know that was a thing. I thought you... Well, I know for a fact you can just hit resign. I
But
did
the
it
button wasn't
yesterday.
there, mate. I will
really?
swear. My VOD. You can look at my VOD later. I swear, hand on
That's a
heart, the
glitch.
button was not there.
That's a glitch.
Well, probably is a glitch because the way I was probably added into the game via your mod features or whatever it was.
No,
that
I've practiced that as well. But I do remember it being a bit buggy with the I'll bring it up with steel. I do remember it being a bit buggy with leaving and rejoining it, or I could just be wrong. Maybe that just hasn't been implemented yet. I thought I had been able
Ooh, what is
to
that?
leave.
All these Legion vehicles are somewhat unfamiliar to me, like the Inferno. Long range burst fight napalm artillery. God. Just sounds devastating, that description.
Dominus is really trying to get into this base on the left. It's not happening for him though.
Man. Tigers, I do like the Tiger because it's a bastard of a vehicle. Ooh, where are those rockets coming from? Arbiter, heavy rocket bots. Oh yeah, Thanatos. Okay. Salvo rocket bot. I want to see that fire. Ooh, a lot of mini missiles.
I think the user of the ghost,
chat.
if you don't move ghost around, they're not visible. I've reduced my talking a little bit, guys. Baby's not woken up, so that definitely will mean end game for me. Huge amount of arbiters over on the left. There are 29 arbiters trying to take out this bulwark. Probably the best thing to do with these, just spread the fire. Oh, taking out so many sharpshooters, just happening to hit the right spot. Bit of a stalemate. Evil Potato still trying to attack this one lane. Finally has a Soul Invictus, one of the best units in the game, if not the best. The sharpshooters have scared these guys off. Down on the left, Sir Dan was getting pushed by a couple of those incinerators. Sharpshooters backing them up. And the Starlights. Big inclusion here. But the Sumos can take a hit from the Sharpshooter. You can see one shot. And he does about 20%. Really love the sound effect on these. Track's commander getting in position. He really wants that. Oh no, he's been seen. He really wanted the Sol Invictus. That's going to get out now though.
No.
Make unit. Mountaineer's going to get close enough. And the D gun off. There you go. Sol Invictus goes down. But this Aphis is also going to go down. Just pop
Just looking at the ground for a minute for the game to catch up.
Oh my god. Just pop the conversion and it will pop the Aphis for you. There we go, he's got it. He's got it. Nicely done. Pushed out there, but he's getting pushed here. Third down commander is not invisible. And oh no, build power going down. Epic Tyrannus walking in. Javelin is the name of the game right now. Mammoths are going to hold these guys back, but only when they're hanging around the mammoth, because the mammoths are not going to catch up with javelins if they just walk on past them. Fusion's now targeted. Build power goes down with it. Push done, damage done. We did quite a good game. Here we had so many stuff ups with rule breaks. Could have probably cast this one and put it on YouTube. Loving how close these Aphises are to their kings. I would love to see Evil Potato try and attack a different lane. His incinerators have really pushed him back now. Can afford it.
A lot of defenses on the north side.
1,000 metal per second. Where's that, Black Death?
Oh, I haven't. They're still catching up about a minute behind.
Oh
me.
wow, far up top right. Huge.
I was looking at Evil Potato's defenses. I can't quite see it. Still Fogger Wolf. That's.
Or just getting here in time. Tick score.
Come on, fast forward. How do you make this thing fast forward?
Ticks in the base there. They're going to go for the build power. And the build power does chain react the T2.
Oh. I'm undergone.
ticks have almost single-handedly taken down this Thor. Couple peasant Sol Invictus is now coming in.
Nope. All right, the game thinks I'm on the peasant team.
Oh no, so it's rejoined you. I'm not even going to try and... You can do the slash spectator now, possibly.
Yeah, I think it's caught up. I think it's actually caught up now. Yeah. Spec.
He goes down again. Sol Invictus might get in.
No. I thought I joined as a spectator. Weird. Spectator Black Death. Black Death's finished. Resuming. Thank you. May I spectate now? Oh, Entei crashed as well.
Sometimes the game just gets a little bit
Sent
buggy like
invalid
that.
team resign. Game's a bit buggy, I think.
When he gets so close to the Aphis, he's actually in range now. He sees it. He sees it. I think he's going to get it.
Spectator back, they sent invalid game resign, but thinks I'm part of the
This
peasants.
is
Yeah, I
the
think
middle of
game's
the
a bit-
map.
I think the game's a bit unhappy. I think it's with the last one.
Center Eco goes down. That is set names Eco busted. Now there is a clear path into the middle of the map. Dark side needs to come online in a much bigger way. Has lost all their conversion though.
Good clear path in. Can push from all around the map now.
Yeah, top right's fallen as well. These ticks coming out of Awesome TV
That
have
massive
just been
defense at the top there.
non-stop.
Oh, those big buildings are still there, but don't have the range to stop. Lucky lasers coming down.
Better strategy. I missed that message about the 100% metal advantage. It's not actually as much as you think. When there's about 100% advantage, you quite often have the king still with the bigger army value, because that eco is still being put into more eco for the peasants, whereas the kings realise their eco a lot faster. I think this is just about game. Yeah, another week. No king wins. We're going to have to seriously consider these bonuses being readdressed. They went so well for a couple months.
Oh dear. Yep, those ticks going in and
Oh, I
just
know that the
wiping out
demon's
Evil
actually going to do
Potato.
self-damage.
Yep.
Team kill.
Boom!
Team kill.
Who's red there? Luca one.
Yeah, the game is certainly over.
And I think that's Dark Side's still in it. Oh, Luca's got 2 sets of bases. Oh, back to 1. Oh,
Next base goes down. Really well played
he's
out
trying to
of
build a
Evil
stolen
Potato.
necklace, but
Unfortunately though, just wasn't able to get out far enough before this south side collapsed.
better strategy is that game. So is air disabled? Yep.
Yeah.
If you didn't notice that, it certainly is.
We have tried air on King of the Hill a few times now, and it just absolutely is broken. For one, it
Defenders
breaks
is
the
very
game just because
unfair.
of lag, but more so it's so easy to hit the King eco. And on this map, it's also quite easy to hit the peasant ecos in the corner because you know where it is. I have no idea, but you are allowed to Juno around your army defensively. So like if you're a peasant over here and you're Junoing up to this point here, stops them coming out, stops them, like you can Juno where the lava was, that's just a safe rule. But if part of the map gets cleared, let's just say this whole bottom was cleared and the kings were coming out and around with spam, you can Juno anywhere down there because it's your own peasant base.
So is it similar to the tower logic where as long as it can't hit the enemy within its range,
Yeah.
it's okay? But the Juno's got a long range on it, doesn't it?
The Juno's infinite range. We will look at one of the last week. Pray Tom and I.
And that's game.
Pray Tom and I went and did a bit of a review live on stream of all the King of the Hill rules, and we're going to change some of them. One of the rule changes on Throne is going to be, wow, my game is broken on the right, so I'm getting glitches too. Yeah, one of the rules is going to be modifying how the Juno fires full range just down to the range of essentially maybe a pulsar or something. Okay. Guys, I'm going to put you into an after party. I'd usually do one more, but it's been a bit messy tonight. I do apologise. Okay. If anyone wants a particular map to play, let me know in Twitch chat and I'll put it on.
Darren, you had one heretic get in earlier in the game. Yep. You know, does one tick can be all it takes to change this game. Fish House Mike, GG. Yep, GG indeed. Even with all the little bugginess going on.
Remind me, guys, next week to put 5% bonus across each game increase for the peasants. They need it. I think lately we've had an influx of new people trying as kings, whereas we were used to the same like 5 or 6 kings in every game. Or there was a rotation of about 15 players throughout the night that were constantly kings. And now that we're getting more and more inexperienced kings and more commie eco for the peasants, is getting trickier to balance. I apologise that we're a bit off the mark. But that one there, 60% bonus, no excuses for the kings. Easy to win off 60.
Oh, Jenna, how are you? Oh, shared stream's busted because my stream broke earlier. Oh, well, that's how life goes. What about that? We're in the middle of the game anyway.
Oh, no, better strategy. Are you just joining now for a game? Because that was my last one. I'm happy to put people into another King of the Hill, but I might disappear for it.
Yep, probably be my end. This would be my end too.
Hey, Leo. Sure you did, man. You are quite OP at King of the Hill. After party. Sorry, better strategy. I know you wanted to go down there. Now, have we left any bonuses on any of these players? I don't know, Steel or Nightmare, if you're listening in, but for some reason these weeks are not disappearing for the second time tonight. Oh yeah, I forgot, guys. Come back in about 3 hours. Unfortunately, I don't get to plan it because I need to sleep because I have a job that I want to keep. But there is an event on, what are they calling it?
Didn't you say before 75,000 or something?
No. I'm just saying that we're near that. There's an actual, it's a Creator Cup, I think they're calling it. So jump on Twitch, jump back on Twitch. Yeah, there you go. Buy Creator Cup. So anyone that makes decent amount of content, I I think they've divided into teams of four teams of 4 or 4 teams of 5. And there you go. Better Strategy is one of the captains. They've gone and picked players, and yeah, put balance on. And these tweak defs aren't disappearing either, so they might just have to stay on for this game. Oh, there we go. Someone's setting up another one. Yeah, still setting it up. There you go. Nice. I can step away.
Yeah, thank you, everyone.
Is there anyone else streaming this game? Because I might raid them unless. Quickly check. No, there's not. I'm going to have to send you elsewhere, guys. Unless you're sticking around Black Death, I'll of course raid you in that case.
Oh no, my stream's a bit broken, mate. So no, I'm gonna have to call it too. So no, thank you for the offer, but I will also be leaving this evening.
Yeah, cool. Better Strategy. You got to keep it real ready for that Creator Cup, the inaugural Creator Cup. Hopefully next time. Actually, I did mention in the amongst the creators as well. I'd love to do a King of the Hill with all the creators in the middle. And Better Strategy, you are expected in there. Maybe even a night of it. But still has this all sorted. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Very, very messy night. There were so many rule breaks. Maybe waking up a few times. Yeah, I'm going to raid across to someone else. Oh, what are we talking about there? Better Strategy? Different game mode. Set up start boxes, but then you randomly get placed. Map has custom sandboxes. Yeah, I've had a game type like that, where you just set up. Yeah. I think it was
100
on
player map. Oh, I
Original
don't think they got
Throne.
400 players in the map. Just Lem. I don't know if they'll get that far.
One thing that I'm going to do shortly, I'm going to spend the time to do it for like 50 plus players, is I'm going to modify a map and do a battle royale. Try and host a battle royale night where you will essentially have the lava blazing in like the bubble of PUBG. Try and modify a map in a way.
Interesting.
Yeah, modify a map in a way that there'll be a high point that you're going to get to originally, but I'm going to purposely make all the spawn points away from that high point. The easy one to do that on is Throne or Krakatoa. And you just got to work your way up to the middle. Or to the side, or wherever I decide it is going to be. Good to see you having fun, Zerom. Thanks again for all the subscriptions as well recently. Really appreciate that, man. Better Strategy. We've actually already got it going for, I think, 14 players on Throne. It's so much fun. Mostly because I've won it twice now. But yeah, Chronographer set one up with.
I got somebody in my chat. Somebody in my chat's thinking 400 players. I don't think it goes that high. They might have misheard.
No, 200 is the biggest I've been part of.
Oh well. That'd be hectic. 200 players on the maps. These maps.
Yeah, yeah. Better Strategy. What we've played with in the past is very similar to that. We had it so that I think that was the first Lava Rise at like 7 minutes. Then another one at like 12, and then
Oh.
essentially the game would be over after 30 minutes, and you have the last couple commanders up on the top of a hill, duking it out. OP strategy is to try and find a hill and have a heavy transport holding your commander up. Did lose one game to someone using a heavy transport while I didn't have air. My commander died in the lava while they were hiding on the edge of the map. Be interesting. The new little
Oh.
graphic at the top right. All the different reds and the blues, greens and yellows.
So if you're in this game, I might.
No, I'm not. I'm definitely going to bed. I was actually about to raid whoever streaming 2 pumps.
I just dropped
2
out of the
pumps will
game.
do.
Thank you very much, Fig, for having me this evening.
No worries. I'll chat to you in a sec in another channel.
Yep, we'll just wrap up my stream and I'll be with you shortly.
Easy, mate. Better strategy with that there. I think I can't remember what our first tied in was, but it was on throne, so there is like the lower section for the first rise outside in what like the dry sea is, where it's water, and you lose your base at about the 12-minute mark, but you always got to just try and have a second base building and reclaim that first base to a degree. Works quite well. And apologies, people, that I've been a bit quieter tonight. With Prey and Tom disappearing, I was actually not going to rock up tonight until I got the message that they're not going to be here. Okie dokie. See you guys next time.